Figure Fight Club, we're repping the crew, battle on the floor. It's me and you, pose them up right. Let the showdown begin. In this action figure world, we're destined to win. Got my action force, they ready to strike. Transformers roll out, they're ready for the hype. Marvel and DC, heroes in the ring. With every epic clash, hear the crowd sing. Figure Fight Club, we're repping the crew.
Titan Toy Expo.
Join us in Nashville, Tennessee for the Creators Crown Awards. Over $5,000 in cash prizes. Different categories for submission including Best Diorama, Best Original 3D Sculpt, Best Custom Action Figure, and Best Action Figure Photography. Bring your submissions to this year's Titan Toy Expo, October 25th and 26th. Learn more about the event at CreatorsCrownAwards.com.
Welcome to Figure Fight Club, where collectors come to play. Discussions from relevance to hot toys shaped by collecting. Where pour a drink for yourself, collect your thoughts. Join us on this journey in action-packed talks. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Welcome with the flop, with the flop. Welcome with the flop, with the flop. Up high and let's cheers. You're among collectors and like-minded peers. From stores to conventions, we take you backstage, exploring figures from modern day to the Stone Age. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Welcome with the flop, with the flop.
Welcome.
What up?
How's everyone doing? All right,
Doing well. How you doing, Avi?
I'm good, man. It's been really chill day. Kind of enjoyed it. It's been like low key. I think both my kids got in trouble for my wife.
In trouble with you or in trouble at school?
No, just they weren't listening.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you gotta smack them around a little bit. Let them know who the dad is.
No, we don't smack our children. I'm like dying over here. I'm so sick, as you can see and hear. But hopefully this weekend. I keep saying this weekend. Like last weekend, I was hoping it would get better too, but we'll figure it out one day.
Vitamin C.
You know what? You're right. Definitely. I want to say hi to the chat. Derek, how are you doing? Magna Figure Photo. Winfred, what's up, man? Afflicted Studios. Densense. Hope you guys are doing well. So our guest is going to show up in 30 minutes because he's in the West Coast and he doesn't get home till 6:30. So we figured we'll start the show ourselves. So, we're gonna keep it consistent.
So you get to hear us talk.
Yeah, you get to hear us talk. Exactly. Alpha, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Imperious Rex, that's a new name. Happy Friday to you too, man.
Welcome.
Smoking a cigar, dude. I smoke a cigar once a year, and it's always for a special occasion. And then these cigars make my tongue numb, so I don't like them too much. But just once a year, that's how I allow myself.
I've never tried.
Ken's Toys is entertained, dude. We're trying. I'm trying.
No pressure, Ken. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus, Ken. God. I could. Oh, wait. Do you have any pickups to show off? No.
I mean, I got pickups that I showed off Tuesday, so I don't think everybody wants to see those again.
Well, yeah. I got some goodies, and I could show those.
No, you got more figures in the last
I'm supposed
few
to
days?
be cutting down a little bit, right?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that. Cutting down.
Dude, don't listen to me when I talk.
Yeah,
I don't cut down shit. All right, so all this hype about Mafex. I saw this on sale on Amazon for like $60. That's including the taxes. So I was like, you know what? This is an older figure, I know, and older Mafex is what scared me away. But I got this one just because I think I have a McFarlane Cyborg in my collection,
Mhm.
but I didn't have anything that's more 6-inch scale.
That's the Snyder.
That's the
Cyborg,
Snyder
right?
one, yeah. He's not bad. He's a little short, which is the only thing I didn't like about it.
The
I was
hips
surprised
look
how short he
weird.
is. Yeah, it's a drop down hip. I feel like
Oh,
they were
okay.
missing some plastic over here. But I can push him up too. How's that? Is that better? There you go.
It's less gappy, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I just pushed him up. But it's not terrible. It looks cool. It has a bunch of cool accessories in the box.
Yeah.
$60 for a Mafex. I mean, I'll take that. You know, that's not a bad price at all.
Yeah, because what they typically retail 80 plus, right?
I think so. I mean, again, I don't buy Mafex like I used to. I mean, the other Mafex I own is from the boys, and that shit was like $100 each at minimum. And
I guess $60 is good for anything coming out of Japan right now. So
the only thing I don't like about the Cyborg, it's short. I was kind of annoyed by that. See, like, look at the height comparison to this. And his head is up a little bit, but
isn't that typical though with like Japanese import figures are usually smaller, like Mafex and SH Figure Arts?
I just thought it was more 6-inch scale. But I mean, I could be wrong.
Because I got that CT Toys Wolverine, and I don't mind because Wolverine's supposed to be short anyways, but
Yeah.
it looked a lot smaller compared to like a Marvel Legend.
That's true. That's very true. All right. So the other thing I picked up was another import. I already owned this one, so I'm not really. Actually, I know why I bought it again. But SHF Bruce Lee. This is probably like one of my favorite Bruce Lee figures, just because the head is like perfect. I got the side eye on him
I
right
was
now.
going to say, is his eye supposed to be sideways like that?
He's got a bunch of face plates. He comes with a bunch of stuff. Bunch of 4 different head or face plates, a lot of hands, some weapons. But this is like my favorite. It's so short though. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But it's also SHF. But
So,
the best head. of
so
Bruce Lee.
I don't have any figures that have swappable face plates. What do you prefer? Face plates? And the chat, chime in. Face plates that swap or heads that swap?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind either or, to be honest with you. Like,
No
it's
preference.
definitely cheaper for them. But I mean, you have to remove his head in order to change his faceplate out. That's for
Okay.
sure. Sorry, Chad, I've been ignoring you. It's
I mean, because that's what I'm used to with most of my third-party Transformers. They have faceplate swaps. You don't really have many head swaps. I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's more of a domestic thing than it is.
and I agree
Asian
with that.
import.
And Rough Shot, dude, I thought the same thing. I thought Cyborg should be a little beefy, and he wasn't. So I was a little like, what the hell? Stop fucking around with the King's English.
And then Denzin asked earlier if you can swap hands on Star Wars Black Series stuff, and I'm pretty sure you can because most
Not
Hasbro-
you need to you need to heat it up for sure.
okay.
I don't know about the new ones, to be honest with you. I think the new ones may have like separate hands now. But the older ones, you definitely heat them up because they will break if you just try to take them out.
Well, that's a shame.
Bruce fucking Lee, exactly, dude. Again, I own this already, and I bought another one just so I could keep it loose on my shelf. Because who doesn't like Bruce fucking Lee? So, 100%. What's up, K-Mac? Welcome to all the new people in the chat. All right, so this is a fun one too. I got. It's old, but this is also a good discussion.
So far, I'm seeing 2-to-1 between head swaps and face swaps.
2-to-1. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mind either way. What's up, Lou? I got an old Mattel DC
Yeah,
figure,
you did.
an
What was
older
that? The
one,
mutant from
the mutant leader. Yeah, from the Batman.
from the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, that guy. Now this, I've owned this figure, and I remember back in the day why I got rid of it. But here it is, and I've been going through like a big DC kick right now, to be honest with you. I don't know. Actually, no, I know why. I'm a big fan of DC, obviously, but I've been working on making like different characters, especially like I call it Mezco-fied versions, where I don't see Mezco ever making a character like this
Yeah.
ever. So,
What's
And I
going
was
on
like,
with his love handles? It looks like they're protruding.
he's right here.
Yeah. It's like he's got abs but love handles.
He's a mutant. Leave him alone.
Okay.
But so this makes you wonder, though, right? This is DC Mattel. DC just got their license back. Was that your kid screaming?
Yeah.
Is he talking shit on Fortnite?
He got a headshot. Yeah.
So
The door's shut too.
So this is what worries me about DC or Mattel getting the license. Like, are they going to be like this? This is 6-inch, but are they going to be like this, or are they going to be better?
I think everybody's hoping Masterverse.
Okay.
Oh, so everybody's saying that's a you got Zakanin on the show tonight in your hands.
Yeah, Zakanin right here.
Yeah, that is a 1-for-1 Zakanin.
But you know, the funny thing is, it's just the lights I have over here. But he's actually kind of tan.
Okay.
But okay, so I bought this figure. It came in, and I was just like, it just reminded me of why I got rid of it. But now I'm gonna use parts. I'm gonna actually take this apart, and like, he needs to be bigger than a normal 6-inch figure because he's the mutant leader. He's supposed to be a big dude, beefy. So I was just thinking about it earlier today, and I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna put on a Brock Lesnar.
Ooh. Yeah, because those are a little bit taller, right?
Yeah, these are 7-inch scale, and you know, he's a beefy dude. The head, and it's Mattel too, so I'm hoping I could use these. I could remove the feet from this and put on this one, and then the head. So I'm gonna try that out tomorrow. That way I have a larger, and then I'll put some cloth pants on them. So
right.
You know, I have a proper Mezco-fied figure. But yeah, no, it's me too. Again, I do like the head scan on it though. It's old school, but I like it. I'm saying it's old school like it's a very old ass figure. It's not. And then the last figure I got, which was the one I was looking forward to the most, it came from Japan. Thank you, Kaiju Daddy, for sending me this LPZZ Dark Knight.
The one everybody's hyping up right now, the new Batman.
Yeah, that's the new Batman 112.
Is that licensed?
I think it is, yeah. It has a DC license on it.
Okay.
They're making that Deathstroke as well, which I already pre-ordered from 5K, but he comes with a bunch of hands. He's got a unmasked head, and he's just got his cowl. And then a bunch of hands, like a bigger gun, some of the grappling hooks, and then his batarangs are in the back, and he has like a cool stand as well.
If they do that Arkham Knight Red Hood, spoilers, I might be interested in that.
Dude, this thing is badass. So, and we'll talk a little bit more about this later today as well, or like before the guest shows up. We'll talk more about this because he's got a. I want to talk more because we talked about doing, you know, while we're waiting for Plays with Plastic to show up, or AKA Agent Gomez. We wanted to do our top 5 pickups for this year.
It's already there, huh?
So I would put it, like, if I didn't play with it for more than like 10 minutes, it would be on my list already, to be honest with you. But yeah, dude, this is like, you can move the eyes. The eyes are movable. Like, you can move them around. You can take this thing off and move the eyes left and right. So you could do a side eye or like a straight eye, or articulation cross-eyed is awesome. Yeah, you can do cross-eyed. Articulation is badass. He's got the drop hips, and then again, like, just great art. They did a really good job with this figure. And if the Deathstroke is anything near to this, it's probably going to be my favorite Deathstroke figure.
So Sneaky said they have already showed the Arkham Knight Red Hood. So,
oh shit. Okay, well, it's a definite purchase, honestly speaking, for a lot of these figures. And that was, and I guess I can show this off too, just because I opened it recently. It's not a new pickup. I actually own like a few of these. This is the little Boss Fight Studio skeletons, and this is the Barbarian. I've been having so much fun with the Gladiator, so I opened the Barbarian yesterday, and to my surprise, he could like double fist the sword, which I found absolutely amazing. And it's just a fun figure to play with and pose around. It just looks fun.
Yeah, one advantage that figure has, it doesn't have a huge torso because it's just a skeleton, so it makes that pose look better and easier to achieve.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a fun. It's smaller. It's a little smaller scale. I mean, you could size them up to the SHF. I guess that's a little too small.
But it's a skeleton at the same time. It's
Yeah,
not
he
gonna
doesn't.
be perfect.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be like super beefy, but
Yep.
it's just a fun figure. And the cool thing is you can remove all the armor and just have a skeleton, and he comes with like a swap out like skeleton feet. So you can just have like a skeleton walking around. Everything comes off. It's again, this is better than the Gladiator.
Were those the one that were on sale on Amazon?
Yes. I have 3 sets of the Gladiator and I have 3 sets of the Barbarian. So it'll just be fun to kind of pose up on the shelf with like a bunch of skellies just chilling around with their little weapons. What's up, Toy Page? How you doing, man?
So that was the last one.
That was my last pickup. So yeah, but so what we wanted to talk about next was our top 5 pickups this year so far. I mean, it's been 8 months completed.
Yeah, I mean we're past the halfway point, but better late than never, right?
Yeah, that's true. But Talib, I want you to start since I just shut off.
You want me to start first? I'm gonna be controversial. So earlier this year, I was on Kaiju Daddy's stream, and that was one of his things was top 5 figures of the year so far. Now I want to preface this as I don't own. This is my only figure of this character, and I've been playing with him a lot, and I really like it. So screw all you haters. The Marvel Legends Maximum Hulk.
Maximum. Is this your number 5 or is this?
It's number 5. It's not number 1. It's number 5.
Okay.
So it's kind of clickbaity, but at the same time, I like it. Like usually, he makes an appearance in most of my review videos and size comparisons and stuff. So I like playing with it. He's beefy. Like my overlay's not cracky, and I'm not doing anything stupid with it. So yeah, my number
5.
Nice. Should I show my number 5 then? I guess next.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thinking about doing them in particular order, but I'm looking at them. I'm like, I can do them in particular order. So
I mean, I didn't either. Honestly, I was just going to show off, but I guess all the ones I have, I'll show this one off first. My number 5, I guess. I did say honorable mention, but we could talk about that later. But my number 5 would be this one right here. This is can you switch me for a second?
Yeah.
Thank you. This is my number 5, the Doc Knock Mezco. This came out earlier this year. This is the more beefy version, and I love this figure. It's a great figure. It made me want to get rid of the old ones, which I still haven't yet, but I will one day.
And that's their made-up character, right?
Yeah, this is the Rumble Society stuff. Yeah. It's a fun figure. It has a bunch of accessories, and like I've been getting rid of a lot of my Rumble Society stuff, especially Gomez. But this one kind of like this just looks so much fun. Like this could be a Batman villain to me.
Yeah.
Like this could be like a Batman villain or like a DC villain or something, and I could mix this into kind of any story.
Yeah, his chest piece is giving me like Skeletor vibes, or maybe even like Spider-Man, just because of the way they all meet in the middle like that.
Yeah,
like an armorized Spider-Man villain or something, a negative Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. Cat's going down. What's up, Travis? Hope you're doing well, man.
Lord of Brooklyn.
So, Lord of Brooklyn, dude, it's confirmed. Brandon will be on the show.
Nice.
On the 19th. We're going to have a little reunion show with Ish as well. It'll be all of us together.
It's Brandon's bachelorette party.
Something like that.
Yeah, I said that right.
Yeah, something like that. He'll be here soon enough. Go ahead. You can start with the next one.
4 is so I talk about this company all the time. His arm falls off. So I have the Action Edition Blocky Soundwave, and this is probably like one of their best, just looking figures. It's 7 inches tall.
Uh-huh.
He has the special. See if I can get him to talk. He has the talking feature is not the best. It's not that easy to hear, but like his eyes light up and blink when he talks.
That's cool. Okay.
He comes with almost all of his cassettes. So I got like Laserbeak on his arm. Comes with the little Ravage, the little Rat Bat, which was unexpected because Rat Bat was kind of like a later cassette. Well, like the movie. He was in season 2. Rumble. And just really good articulation. It was fun to build. Like I like model kits, but I'm just surprised. You know, it took them. This was like their 3rd Action Edition figure, and they just have got better. How long did it take me build? So I did it. I live streamed them, so you can check my channel out, Talib1980_collects. I have 2 live builds, so they were about an hour and a half or 2.5 hours each. So that was like behind my tripod and trying to build it. You could probably do it less time, but so around 4 to 5 hours. But yeah, it's like, and even like if you're used to Gundam, like when you articulate his knee, like these panels separate a little bit to kind of like give that dynamic looking.
Toy Page is asking how long did it take you to build?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It took about 5 hours. And he comes with a stand. But obviously, I was live streaming. If you wasn't playing with your toy and listened to me, you would have heard what I said.
Well, Agent Gomez sent me a message. That's I wanted to check that as well.
But so yeah, I mean, they're simple builds. You don't need snippers or anything like that. It helps, but no paint, no glue. But so as what I was saying was, so this is their action class, or there's another name for it. It might be champion class. So if this is any indication on what their Marvel figures or their Star Wars figures are going to be, those are going to be fun. And Blockies has a decent price point right now. The stuff's slowly going up, but yeah, look for the Star Wars stuff they just showed off. It looks like they're doing Darth Vader and Stormtroopers in their champion class. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what they're going to be doing in an action class. But
Jen Sense is asking, did you get the Lego Soundwave?
No, not yet. I will get it. There's just so much shit coming right now, and that thing's like almost $200. But I'll eventually get the Lego Soundwave.
And then RG's saying, what's the pricing on this compared to an HG or an MG?
So this was 35. So it's real close to the high grade.
Okay.
Because I haven't bought a Gundam in a while, but aren't the high grades around? Or wait, maybe I'm used to real grades.
I've never bought a Gundam, so I can't answer this question.
If you're talking about build comparison, it's a lot easier to build than a Gundam, but it's similar because he had an endoskeleton, sort of like a lot of your Gundam kits. So you have layers. You're building layers upon it, but I would say it's easier than a Gundam kit, for sure. It's probably on high grade, I would say. It's been a while since I built one. Yeah, so that's my number.
That's your number 4. There you go. Okay. Well, my number 4 was this is a figure that Ninja got me onto. So if YouTube, don't get me in trouble. This is Lisbeth, the Succubus Queen.
She has really big eyes.
Yeah, really big eyes. Exactly. Great figure. She comes with an entire upper torso that's completely buck. She's got 2 different head plates, some hands, and like a cool stand. Again, great figure. It looks cool in the collection. Exact. Yeah.
That girl's gonna have back issues when she's my age.
I mean, the back is cool too. I'm gonna show it from a little far away so YouTube doesn't get me in trouble. But again, like there's a completely swappable with all the biddies and all that stuff in it as well. But thanks to Ninja, he showed this off in one of his streams, and then they shared the link, and then of course we all bought it.
I mean, that's what we do, right? We enable each other.
Exactly. So That's mine. It's like I collect a lot of the snail shell stuff. Yeah, exactly. RG. I mean, you're a gooner too, so perfect. But yeah, like so, I collect a lot of the snail shell and all that thing, and it kind of goes well with each other. So one day there'll be just a shelf of like these type of figures.
Correct, House of Plastic. Massive eyes.
Very large.
I've never wanted to suck on eyes before.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get to your number 3. You want to do it in your special voice?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. Wrong button.
Number 3.
All right. So this was a reissue. It came out a few years ago, but it was reissued this year. It was a very expensive third-party Transformer that I don't know why, but it just the secondary market on it was crazy. Like it was pushing $300 to $400. And it's the Fans Toys Blur. So this is a masterpiece scale Transformer Blur. So Fans Toys is the name of the third party company. Their name, what is their name? They call it I forget. Jabber. So it's Fan Toys Jabber. But it's Transformers Blur. So I've been waiting for a while to find a good deal on it, and then they did a reissue. So it's a hell of a lot better than what I could have paid for it. So yeah, number 3.
Nice. Oh, you said my number 3? Okay.
Yep. What is your number 3?
This is my number 3 right here. This is Cesare Studios. I forgot the name of this dude, but this is the giant. It was one of the. I think it was LA Comic Con exclusive last year or this year. I forgot what his con it was. It was one of the cons, but I'm a big fan of like barbarians and gladiators, and this just falls right into the pit. So this is dope. It has great articulation. It's one of the big beefy. You could hear it move. But for a large figure, it's got awesome articulation. It looks badass. I mean, it's a good overall figure, right? Like I have a bunch of gladiators I could post up next to it and like have like a battle scene, which always looks cool. And then you could remove armor. The mouth is obviously movable as well. It's a dope looking figure and fits right into kind of a lot of my collection.
Yep. Looks nice.
Yeah. So that's my number 3. He's coming. LP, he's coming.
No, LP could have come in and said hi, but no, he has to come in and be violent.
Always
Yeah.
violence. Actually, our guest is here, so you want to go ahead and bring him up? We can finish the rest later.
That's fine.
So LP, if you're listening, he's here.
Maybe save it for the members only. That's later.
We could do members only. That's true. Very good point. Let's so ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor is here. Let's bring him out. He is plays with plastics on YouTube and also known as Agent Gomez on Instagram.
What is
What's going on, man?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me on. Sorry I'm a little late. Just got off work. Nice to be here, though.
Yeah, no worries, dude. We totally understand.
Oh,
But thank you for jumping on, man, and agreeing to say LP was getting impatient. Laser Pants, he couldn't wait for you to be on.
No. Oh, there he is. There he goes. Okay. All is good. LP is happy. The world is in order.
Exactly.
We'll live. Okay.
So how are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Happy it's a weekend and starting with toys. So that's always a good start. How about you?
Same thing, man. Same thing. It's been a pretty chill day today, honestly, and we were just kind of talking about how chill it was. It was kind of low key and, just having fun playing with toys.
Hell yeah. My favorite thing to do.
Exactly. I guess before we jump into you and your background, do you have any pickups you want to show off?
What do we got? So Mafex Andrew. I'm sure you guys have seen this online. This guy's here. Let me move him a little closer. One sec here. Here we go. So I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, obviously, if you follow my page. I love Mafex action figures. I feel like Mafex has come a long way this year. And this guy is just incredible. Same with the Batman Beyond Rebel Tech. I really love that. Yeah, nothing too crazy to report. Oh, also, This guy, the knockoff Ultron, he's pretty fun as well from CT Toys.
Okay, nice.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know they did a knockoff of the Ultron.
I didn't know that either.
It's weirdly good. I'm surprised. Like the hips are a little annoying, I will say, but I used some Kiki and it was like $12. What are they? CT Toys or whatever. They kind of send me some stuff to like promote. So I'm promoting it, but it's also really good. I would get it myself anyway.
Yeah. Got you.
I picked up their Helverine and it needed a little bit of oil for its hips, but other than that, it felt decent.
Totally. And the paint's a little wacky on the face, on the regular face, I thought, with the Helverine, but it's not bad.
I haven't picked up any of the CT Toy stuff, but that's mostly because it's Marvel. I'm more DC.
Hater.
I mean, I do MCU. I do MCU stuff. Does that count?
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
I think they just dropped pictures of their Daredevil on X today. So
did
working on the Daredevil, yeah.
And they're doing the Shadowland Mafex version, which I'm pumped about. That thing looks awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Was that the only pickups you wanted to show off?
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
All right, cool. Excuse me, I'm still under the weather right now. I'm trying to get better. But let's jump into you and deep dive into you, man. I guess the first question I always ask everyone is, who the hell are you? I'm kidding.
I'm a human being.
That's what you say to me every time we get on stream, and I've been streaming with you for a while now.
No, I guess like just kind of give you a background. So how long have you been collecting for?
Yeah, I think I'm at like 6 years now. 6, 7 years. Started in COVID. When I was a kid. What was that?
So started during COVID, you said?
Started during COVID in my adult life. Kind of like I started grabbing 1 or 2 things before then, but I did the social media thing in COVID. Just had the free time and was like, hey, let's see what happens with it. But yeah, when I was a kid, Pokemon cards and Dragon Ball Z toys, Bionicles, I did all that stuff. But yeah, picked up pretty heavy about 6 years ago.
Okay. 6 years ago. So I guess what kind of made you get started? Like, what was the passion to this hobby?
Definitely was a Dragon Ball Z Kid Goku. I was with my wife in a Barnes and Nobles, and I saw little Kid Goku and was like, that looks so posable. And I brought it home, played with it for like a day, couldn't let it go out of my hands. And the next day I went back and got Trunks, and instantly it was game over. I was like, oh, this is the best thing I ever played with. It's hand candy, and got obsessed immediately.
That's kind of funny.
It's weird how it works like that. As soon as you find something you like and it like something clicks and you're like, oh no, here we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's funny because I always I was gifted a figure which kind of started everything for me, and I always go back to that day. It's like, what if they didn't give me a figure? They bought me a drink instead, right? And I didn't get a figure. Would I still go down this path? It would probably change everything.
You're banging heroin in Glendale. You're like, what have you done to me, dude?
I was gonna say he would have a shelf behind him. It would just be full of like Wellers
and like books,
Grace, and all kinds of other booze.
There'd be like books back there. It'll be so awkward.
Yeah.
So it was just the figures, right? They look cool, and you played with them. That's really what got you into them. And then I guess how hard did you hit it right after that? Then.
Yeah, I think also the nostalgia factor was big. Growing up on like anime stuff and cartoons, and then seeing like my favorite forms of like media put into like a play-sized little snack was really cool. I would say kind of right away I was like Dragon Ball Z only. I hate Marvel Legends. I was like super specific, had all these lines like we do that I'll never get a Marvel Legend, only imports, and here I am. But yeah, so I think immediately it kind of like I was into it right away.
Got you. I think the toy page.
Nostalgia. Oh, go ahead. I was going to say.
Let me go grab a Gomez really quick. Page is right. 1 sec. Let me grab a Gomez. Something felt wrong. I knew something was wrong. This is my new from SDCC.
Yep, the 1975 agent.
Yeah, the thing is awesome. Thank you, Paige, for reminding me. I was lost, dude. Thank you.
You had mentioned nostalgia was kind of like one thing that it got you kind of in what you purchased. What non-nostalgic lines or characters do you just get stuck buying or picking up?
Definitely Mezco Gomez. Specifically their Rumble Society line. I love that and it's kind of really what like I think took me deeper into the whole of like collecting was Mezco just kind of had their own universe that they were building, and it like made sense. There was like media to read from it, kind of seeing how the characters interact, Easter eggs from what was to come with a comic book. So it kind of integrated like a lot of, I think, what this hobby entails, like storytelling and creativity. And that one I was kind of like, this is hideous, I'll never buy it, into being like, okay, that's going to be my username, Agent Gomez. But yeah.
Dude, the Rumble Society stuff is probably their best they've done ever.
I find it challenging for me just as collecting stuff because I want to stay focused on what I want, but then you're like, oh, what's that? Oh, look at that. Oh, come on, guys, stop enabling me. But
yeah, totally.
Now, do you collect a lot of different lines today?
I do. I'm like really like lucky to be sponsored by a lot of toy companies, so I can kind of like just select them and just be like, hey, let me check them out. So it's really cool. I was able to like, branch lines that I wouldn't normally pick up or pay for myself. And that's been really fun, getting to try like McFarlane, and a lot of these like import companies will send me things to play with. So that's really, really, and Big Bad Toy Store is like the best. So they're really fun and send me samples out to test around and play with. Really cool.
That's cool. Okay. No, but you're sponsored, so they send you figures, like free figures to play around with?
Yeah, they'll give you like credit. They'll send you like a weekly stipend. They'll send you free samples. And I do that with like quite a few different bigger and smaller people. And it's cool. So I get to, if I like want something, I'll just be like, hey, will you send me that? I'll promote it for you. And it's really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like if you had, like, let's just say you're using your money now to buy a lot of these, what would be like your top 5 favorite lines?
Oh, easily Rebel Tech and Mafex right now are like, they're going to win line of the year for me. I always do like a recap. They both have had the best improvements, I think, this year. Mezco's great. Everything I buy from them is always like a special unboxing experience. If you know, with Mezco, it just feels like a gift. I think also SHF is also just great. They did a lot of these anime lines this year that were new, like My Hero Academia line, and really enjoyed it. The One Piece line is great. Dragon Ball Z line is great. And I would probably throw Marvel Legends up there as well in the background, just because they're always good. And they're not always the best, but I think they're always like decent. And every year there's like 3 or 4 that really stand out to me. So I'd probably throw them in there too.
Okay. Now, if let's just say if one of these lines had to disappear, which one would it be, in your opinion?
Oof. That hurts. I would go Marvel Legends probably would disappear.
Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that, to be honest with you.
Toy Page happened this year.
Exactly, yeah.
It was the big rumor. Oh, they might be losing the license.
So
it would be good for the world.
You just showed up a Joe, so yes, you do collect Joes.
And sparingly, really. Like, I don't do a lot of Joes anymore. I think they're done really well for Hasbro. I think they do a good job with them, and they put money into the line. But I really just don't do too many of them. I like the Dreadnoughts specifically. Like, I've collected all of their Dreadnoughts, which I like just as like a cool bad guy crew. But they just do a lot now. They're doing so much, I can't keep up, and I'm not trying to. So I do the occasional, maybe 3 a year.
3 a year. Okay. Now, so I guess how selective are you when you're purchasing some of the figures?
Pretty selective. Like, I don't. When I first started with Dragon Ball Z, I was like a completionist, where everything after their 2.0 line, I like, okay, every month they release 2, I'm getting them all, and then it just, I feel like we all saw toys explode in the last few years, and it was impossible. You'd be spending your whole paycheck. So I then, luckily, like, that curse was broken of needing them all, and now I just kind of cherry pick the ones that I want with all the lines. I don't really have, there's not one line that I collect all of them from at all. Like, it's very hit or miss with me.
Okay.
It feels like they're all fighting for our attention, and our wallets are paying the price for it.
They are.
It's crazy. Oh yeah, it's wild. There's so many different lines that are good too. It's not like they all hold a space and they're all good. It's like, geez, it's crazy. It's overwhelming.
Yeah. 100%. I guess in your rankings, like what would be? We were just having like our top 5 figures that we picked up this year when you had joined us. But I guess for you overall, what's your top 5 figures in your collection?
Oh, you just put them on the spot, Avi.
I know.
That's so hard. You just said it nonchalant. Like, how was your day? It's like, dude, these are my little plastic babies. It's hard. It's so hard to say top 5 overall. I mean, I really love like certain lines and certain characters from those lines, so they always hold a special place. And there's a lot of like nostalgia and bias with those, so it's like hard. But like, I don't know if you're like this, but I love good quality toys. Like, I will pick up a Roach if it's well made and like well done or feels good. Like, playability to me is huge. So I think like Mezco definitely holds a place there. I think Marvel Reveltech characters as a whole, I really enjoy. Like their Moon Knight, their Black Panther. I just think they really go all out. Their Spider-Man, I think they're really fun. I really don't know like a specific overall 5, but this year specifically has been amazing. I did a midway recap, and I think personally, I think the Sexy Ice Unkvale 2019 is going to be like figure of the year. That's one of the most like cleanest engineered Reveltech style figures I've ever played with. It's unbelievable.
You know, it's funny. I have never played with a Reveltech or have owned any of them, but I have the Street Fighter stuff on PO right now.
Oh, wait, no Reveltech at all?
I've never played with a Reveltech ever.
Let's see. Is Reveltech Amazing Yamaguchi? Is that the same?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have the CT Toys Agent Venom of that. So
Okay. That's good. He's a good fig.
It was an experience because I wasn't used to some of the articulation that it has, like how the shoulders like they're free, but it's nice posing wise. But it just took a second for my brain to kind of click to like, you know, how it looked.
100%.
I didn't hate it. It was fun to play with.
I feel like a lot of people hate Reveltech because of that. There is a learning curve, even though it sounds so stupid. It's a toy, but there is a learning curve to it. Like I had gotten Carnage Reveltech when I first got in and was like, these suck. They're ugly. They're gappy. And I sold it right away. And then people were like, no, dude, you suck. They're actually good. You have to understand it. And like, I went back in later and they've gotten cleaner since the origins. But now I'm like addicted to that amount of articulation. Just everything moves. And if you get good at posing them, I think it's like almost unbeatable in terms of like posability and articulation. It's like outrageous. They're so fun to play with for me.
And I've heard mixed reviews on Reveltech, honestly. Like you're saying, like some people just didn't like the posability, and a lot of them were like the plastic was weird. It really
they're wrong. Simply wrong people. But yeah, I mean, people lie. People are wrong. It's okay. Yeah, they suck, dude. Shitty people. Yeah.
Impossible Pie Productions is asking, does Agent Gomez collect Jada Street Fighter?
Of course. Yeah, I do. I think I have all the Street Fighter line, not all their variants and stuff like that. But I really like the Jada Street Fighter. I was sent the Storm Collectibles ones too. And I think they're like, even though it's Storm Collectible, I think they're very comparable. But I really think Jada has this like smoothness to their joints with their action figures. At the same price point. They're like $20-$25. They're cheap, but I think there's just more love in that line, and it feels fresher than Hasbro to me. And they're comparable in terms of like cost, what you get in the packaging. I think Jada's like really good.
Yeah, BBTS just sent that Storm Collectibles Ken. It was in my pile of loot, so I'm kind of curious to handle that figure because there's been a lot of hype about it. So. Like I want to kind of not go in like hearing the hype, but it's too late. So hopefully it lives up to its hype.
I'll tell you right now, it didn't live up to it for me. So maybe this will curtail your expectations. I thought it was good, but I also think people were just like, it's Storm Collectible, it's the best. And I was like, dude, it's good, but it did nothing special for me in that way. And I'm not going to like throw away my Jadas for them by any means. I think it's good, but I think I had to use shock oil everywhere. It was really fragile. I don't think it crunches the same. So I had to like modify it a lot. I love the design of it though. The video game, like very like sharp facial features. Mm-hmm. It's for $25. It's not a waste of money by any means, but I don't think it's like better than Jada. I think it's a great competitor, but it's very similar to me.
Yep. And you know, it's funny because you're the first person I've heard to say that at least some type of feedback that's not like, this is amazing, you know.
Right. Same.
Which is great. I mean, I've played with the Ken and in hand, and it was a great figure. I thought it was a lot better than Jada, but again, price point plays a big role here, right? Like Storm Storm makes good figures. I collect a lot of the Storm collectible stuff, but $30 is a great price for that figure.
Yeah.
But again, $25 is a great price for a Jada figure too. I feel like Jada or even Storm is putting other companies like Hasbro, Mattel in check, saying, "Hey, look what we can do. Why can't you guys do
Right.
this?"
I love that too. That's why it's like I know there's like controversy amongst the CT toy stuff or like competing lines, but it's like at this point, like these are toys, and like if you look back like 4 or 5 years, the price point was down here, the demand is higher. So it's like I get that there's molds and there's startup costs, but the volume that they're selling is so much higher. And I do feel like specifically with Hasbro, I'm not even talking shit, it's just the reality. They are giving you less and less. They're retro carded. And they give you less, and now they're charging what, $28 it just went up to, and it's like, dude, like we're all aware of this. I feel like with the volume increase, you should per unit should drop slightly. So I love when these people like Jada or Storm are coming in at this price point and they're like, good luck. And I would love for them to have to play ball. And I feel the same thing with CT Toys. It's like, you know, these companies imported, you're charging $100 for a Revel Tech. Fuck you. Charge 20 and have something pretty darn comparable. Same with the Mafex. And I love like the Robin Hood mentality. I hope these companies see that and they're like, wow, we're not selling as much. We need to reduce our price point. And not even that they don't make money, like make money. It's a business. I get it. But make it enjoyable for everyone to grab their favorite character and not like, I got to wait a month for that one. That's, oh, it's sold out. Now it's triple on the aftermarket. Because that's what this industry does. And it makes people go FOMO crazy, but they're like, I need everything right now. So I'm all about these companies coming in at the low price point and just slashing. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like LP mentioned, they are slowly creeping up in price, but
It's, I
kinda
mean, we are in
curious
the
if that'll
golden
still
age.
happen with Jada and Storm Collectible. We know
Yeah.
Hasbro's doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, you know, when you have a lot of companies who came out at the cheaper price point and they're seeing like toys like Marvel Legends sell for a higher, you know, that have less stuff, less quality, or just less, you know, less of a figure in a way, less plastic, and then they're selling for a higher price. Why would you not want to raise your prices to make more revenue? From a business standpoint, it just makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. I also,
inevitable.
yeah, totally. It just hurts though. Some of the times I pick up a Hasbro toy and I'm like, oh, so brutal. Like where you'll get a toy and they'll be like, there's no paint applications. It's just printed with a face scan and one accessory. You're like, darn, really? No butterflies? It's like, I don't know. There's like certain times specifically with Hasbro, and I get a lot of Hasbro, but it's just like there's times where you're like, how could you? At least for me, that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, this is just a slap in the face at this point. But I still, you know, get the characters I like. But I just, they specifically like tick me off sometimes for sure.
Yeah, no, I get that. LP is asking thoughts on LPZZ Arkham Batman.
Oh, I just had Bamboospy store. If you've ever seen them, they sent me some stuff to preview. They actually just shipped that over, so I'm really excited to see that. It looks awesome.
It's fun. I got.
Oh,
mine.
you have it. Nice.
I got it today.
Oh,
Great figure, actually. I was playing with it earlier. I haven't played. I mean, I've handled it for like 7 minutes at most right now. But I'll have.
Oh God, it
It's
looks
fun.
so nice.
I mean, the fact that you can move the eyeballs is ridiculous.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it looks. I have the Arkham Revel Tech, and it's horrible. It's just like bulky and small, and it's like the same, I think, aesthetic, like look version they're going for. And this one just looks like, even right there in your hand, it looks so good and just like powerful standing up. Looks so cool unposed.
See, I'm a big fan of Deathstroke too. So they've announced the Deathstroke, and it's out to pre-order on 5K. So I can't wait. If that's going to be anything like they're showing off, I can't wait. There's
Totally.
the Deathstroke.
Yeah, the Deathstroke looks so cool too, and the unmasked head for him looks really impressive too. Which for me, I don't really care too much about the unmasked head sculpts because they haven't been great historically. But when they are, it's like something special for me.
Yeah. Toy Page is saying Jada plus Scooby Doo equals money.
Oh
Are
yeah,
you
I got
looking for Scooby Doo stuff?
Yeah, the whole line. Just Big Bad just sent the whole thing out for me, so I'm excited. I'll be getting those here next week. Their box. I'm pumped. I'm really excited for that.
That's awesome. And then LP made a comment saying Jada and Storm Arena are $30 now, so it looks like they both are at the same price.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Toy Page. I could show this. I could show this one at the end of the show if you don't mind, Toy Page. Let's get back to asking some questions.
How does it? I'm sorry, I do need to know. How
Okay.
does it scale? Because it looks big.
So it is. I mean, so I was just complaining about this was smaller than the. I just got this Mafex as well. And
Okay.
I was just complaining that this looked smaller than the normal Mafex figure. So I guess here you go. So it's a little
Okay.
bigger.
It's like a Mezco scaling, Marvel Legends scaling, maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
it's
that.
about Marvel Legends. So here's the Action Force. It's pretty.
Oh,
equivalent to
perfect.
The Action Force, yeah.
That looks fucking sick, dude. You're making me so jealous.
Dude, it's a
I'm
great figure.
green jealous rage right now,
It's a
brother.
I got it.
Furious.
I got it from Japan. Kaiju Daddy from Japan shipped it over to me, and dude, it showed up in like 4 days. It was weird.
Oh, the dream. That's so cool. I can't wait for that one, man. I'm pumped.
He got it in before the big T hit it.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I was surprised it got delivered so quickly. It was crazy. I don't think I've had an international shipment that way before, where it showed up in like 4 days.
I've had
I
stuff
love
from
that.
Ami come in that quickly, so it's possible.
DHL is the. I live in California, and they're like 2 days. It's so nice. Wednesday you order
DHL,
that
really?
shit. Friday morning it's there. It's so
That's-
nice. Wednesday night you order it. Friday morning. It's the best.
Dude, that's crazy. See, DHL in my area is horrible.
Where do you live? What state?
North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm from
Yeah.
Pennsylvania originally, so I'm not a Cali person at heart. I'm an East Coaster.
Got you. So let's go back to your collecting habits. Or did anyone in your life discourage you from collecting when you started?
No, I'm a pretty like balls to the wall kind of guy. So if I'm like passionate about something, I like, not even in a rude way. I don't really care what people think about it that way. And I think just like if you're passionate about anything, people can get behind it. You know, if you're not
Yeah.
self-conscious. So I think like people were like, all right, this 30-year-old bearded dude's playing with toys. It's kind of cool. And it was actually like weirdly accepted. It's kind of what got me into posting at work. I would play with my toys and people were just not like, that's so weird. They were like, dude, you're posing them cool. You should post it. And I was like, really? And I, if anything, had the most discouragement about, just felt weird as hell posting toys online at my age. But I'm happy I did. And yeah, no, everyone was really supportive. Like, it was really cool, actually.
It doesn't get any weirder in your 40s, trust me.
No, good. That's all I needed to hear.
So the other question was, you know how a lot of collectors like hide the fact that they collect action figures or toys in general. So I'm assuming. I mean, I've met a lot of collectors, especially in my area, where they're like it's their hobby and they love it, but they don't talk about it. Like they don't talk to their coworkers. Like, hey, like my boss knows I am a collector. Like my boss knows that. Like this is my office. I don't hide this. This is
Yeah.
front and center.
Dude, on my desk all day, I have toys out. I'm about. I mean, I like. This hobby has like become like more than even a hobby a little bit. Like it's like a thing where like if I go to certain areas, people will be like, "Oh, I met you online, dude," and I'm like, "Cool." So like I totally lean into it. I love it. It's like one of my like, you know, like you work, you have your family, and then this is my like solace in a lot of ways. Like I love running to the toys and just escaping into my plastic action figures. And yeah, I have no shame. I play with them on my work. I like show everyone. My coworkers are all buying toys now and stuff. They'll be like, "Yeah, send me the link, bro. I want a Hellboy." And like, I really like encourage people to like pursue their inner weird and their inner child, and it's fun. I love it.
That is fun. I agree. I love having non-collectors come into like I have a room upstairs. Like it's my man cave is what I call it.
That's the
I
best.
love when people come over and then they're not collectors, and then like my wife is always encouraging people to see that room. So
That's the
I bring
best.
them in and their jaw drops, and then they'll sit in the room for like 45 minutes talking about nostalgia, what they used to watch as kids, and then they're just having fun talking. And then when they leave the room, it's like it goes away.
Totally.
Yeah, I don't
My
work
wife-
with any. I don't work with any collectors, and my desk is just full of Marvel Legends and Jada Street Fighters and Transformers. And the lady that sits near me, like, has nothing to do with toys or action figures, but she does like the MCU, and she ended up buying the Vision and Wanda Maximoff Marvel Legends
Let's
just
go.
to have them, and took them home. And then she bought this little mini transforming Steelers helmet and keeps that on her desk.
Hell yeah. You're converting them around you. What do you do for work? What's your job?
I work at a dealership for forklifts and material handling, and we service and sell
Okay.
that type of equipment.
So yeah, not a traditionally 40-year-old, especially with a beard, playing with toys atmosphere, which I love. I'm all about that. Like
Yeah.
the unconventional, like hobbyist is my favorite thing.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. So you obviously get a lot of love, especially for your photography on Instagram, and then you have a YouTube page where you do a lot of reviews and things like that. How do you? I guess you get the love, but there's also the other side, the haters. How do you interact with the haters? Do you just ignore them, or do you respond?
I will say, like, I know there is a lot of hate in the toy community. I see it from other people posting, but like, I don't know. I really like. I have a full life. I have an amazing wife and like a family that I love. So it's just like I really don't have the time to care that much about the haters. But I will say, haters get your videos popping. So I love when haters comment. I'll comment back and play dumb. They'll be like, "Wow, bro, you suck. I wish you were as good as Lethal Collector." And I'm like, "Who's Lethal Collector?" Then they'll comment, "He's better than you." And I'm just like, "Really? Why?" And then I'll just get them commenting, and then usually people will go to my defense. And then my comments pop, and then the post goes viral. So I welcome all the haters. It's my favorite thing. It's the best. So I'll just play dumb, and I really don't let it faze me. And I'm just like sitting back there like, yay, it's growing. People are seeing the stuff. But it's kind of the best.
Carly says your wife sounds awesome.
Feels like we have an inside job going on right now.
She is. She's in the other room listening in right now.
My wife will randomly pop into the chat, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, my wife is my biggest enabler, to be honest with you. I asked permission if I could buy stuff from her, even though she always tells me you don't need to. But I was like, listen, this is like $100 toy or like a $200 toy. She's like, you're gonna buy it if I say no anyway, so just go ahead and buy it. So she enables me the most.
That's good. Yeah, my wife's really cool with toys and stuff. She's like obviously not like into action figures because like, I don't really know many. There's not many women that are in this space, which is honestly she probably loves. She's like, great. There's no guy. He's just like, what guy are you texting at midnight on Instagram instead of what girl? But yeah. And I also feel like it keeps me like like I don't really go out to the bars. I don't do that stuff. I really just love like posing. Like 1 o'clock in the morning, it's like the memes like what your husband's really doing, and it's like setting up all these like precise. Yeah, it's just like come in like what are you doing? But yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's awesome. Actually, it's funny too because I get what you're saying because my wife knows I'm not generally texting another female. It's always like my friends in the hobby, and we're always talking about toys.
Yeah, literally.
So, jumping over to that now, like so, ever since you started the hobby, I'm assuming your circle of friends are probably a lot of toy collectors.
I've gotten like two of my there's like two local buddies I have now that are like into the hobby and into collecting, which is cool. Kit Bash Customs and 112 Scale Crates. Shout out to them. But you do like I've met people at these cons and stuff, but like like I'm friendly for sure, but I think like friend for me means something a little different, like just being real. Like I'm cool with people for sure, and I would like hit them up, but friends, I guess not. My friends are all in different areas. They're not all like I would say rarely do I have some that are into the hobby like this, but I'm cool with a lot of people here now. And I'm like acquaintances and like good acquaintances even, but like, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, ever since I moved to North Carolina, I used to live in the DC area. And when I moved to North Carolina, I didn't really have a lot of friends in the DC area because I was new there too. I grew up in a very small town in Virginia. But when I moved here, I wanted to make a change. Just like I want to find friends in my hobby. And now it's like every weekend I'm going out with lunch or dinner with like some of my closest friends who all collect, and we buy for each other. We enable each other.
That's awesome. Yeah,
your area is a hotbed for collectors.
Yeah, I mean we have thousands of collectors here in this area too. Like within like a 45-minute radius,
and like a third of them are on YouTube.
That's crazy. The East Coast crew and Midwest, like LA is always like this. Like I'm from the East Coast, so like where I'm from, like sports, like football is like heaven. Like I wanted an Eagles tattoo my whole life, and like West Coast, there's just so much going on. You don't see passion like you do in the Midwest and East Coast. There's bumfuck to do in the wintertime. You're like, what do I do? And it's like you're escaping to these places. And the West Coast, very different way to show love for things. And so I do feel like when I go to the cons or the conventions and I run into the East Coast or Midwest crew, the passion level, the camaraderie is just way different. It just is. Like out here, it's just different. To say it, it's just if you come out and visit the crews, you'll see the way they interact. Like I love when I get to see like Machu and J Shot and the Toy Daddies. It's a different level of like welcomeness, and it's just like, hey, what's up, man? We're all here. West Coast is more like standoffish.
Oh, got you. I mean, I haven't been to the West Coast. I mean, I went to SCCC. That was an experience.
Hell yeah! You went this year?
Yeah, I went this year for the first time. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Oh, you for the first time as well?
For the first time as well. Yeah.
So were you overwhelmed as well? Also.
Dude, I got the worst blister. Like, I'm not even joking. I wore the wrong shoes, of course. I parked super far because I wanted a spot. I had a blood blister the size of a finger under my foot. So I'm like hobbling through the streets of San Diego, moving my car every couple hours because the parking lots were closing and just trying to hang out. I like rolled back. Like, I should have had crutches. Like, I still have a gnarly blood mark under my foot because of how bad. But yeah, I was overwhelmed internally, but it was honestly really cool. The Toy Daddies, like, shout out to them. They were like, hey, posse up with us. So I just kind of got to like join a clique of people and just kind of followed. We went and saw a movie, saw some toys, and it saw a bunch of people. It was really cool, but I'm not a 4-day Comic-Con kind of guy. I want to like go in, say what's up, and get the fuck out of there. Like, it's a lot going on for sure.
I mean, I definitely could have been done in like 2 days, to be honest with you. 4 days was kind of overwhelming, like pushing it. I mean,
you did it. You did the whole thing.
Well, I didn't. I had the Sunday ticket. I never went on Sunday, but
okay.
I was there Wednesday. So
okay.
Wednesday through Saturday, I did that, and it was a lot.
You're a real one. That's a lot. Yeah, for sure.
It was a lot. Yeah, like definitely a lot. A little too much, to be honest with you. But again, like by Friday, I was like, I'm ready to be home. Like, I don't have to be here anymore. Like, I could have skipped Saturday, to be honest with you.
I wonder if the crowd would have been worse if Marvel had a big Hall H production, because they didn't have one this year, right?
They had something, I thought. There was like a whole different line for Hall H on Saturday. It was. I
didn't think Marvel was there because they were at D23 this year.
Oh yeah, it definitely wasn't the same as it was with the Doomsday and stuff and Robert Downey Jr. Right. It wasn't that, but but that's a whole other thing. I would love next time I would go. I would bring my wife first off and my dog, so I'm like with my family, and I would love to like a hotel right nearby. Go over for a few hours, go home, check out the exhibits, go back if I wanted to do that, because there were cool like Hall H kind of things, but I saw the McFarlane one. But dude, I was like so tired. It was really cool, but it's like a lot. It's draining as hell.
It was, yeah. I mean, every night when I got back to the hotel, I was like, my feet were hurting and I was tired, grumpy. Granted, I've been drinking all day too, so that.
Oh, who'd you go with? Who'd you go out with?
Well, I with Laser Pants and Chad most of the time.
Okay. Oh, wait! I saw Laser Pants there. Maybe I saw you. Did we see each other at the InArt exhibit when we like?
I was at the InArt exhibit too. Yeah, I was at the InArt.
Laser Pants gave me stickers. We like crossed paths at the door, so we've kind of met in real life.
Yeah, we're in the same area.
I had the red beard. That was me with the red beard. Yeah.
I was the only Indian dude in there, so yeah.
Oh yeah, you were the only one. I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
That InArt thing was fun too, though. I really enjoyed the Monkey King stuff that we're doing, and then the back room, the little what is it?
Yeah, the little sneak peek.
The little sneak peek, that was fun too. I really liked that. I really actually liked the Deathstroke that they had back there, and the Catwoman looked really cool too.
I don't do 12-inch toys because I don't have a mansion to store them in, but I think that it's easier to detail something of that stature, and the 6-inch line, no figure I have looks like that InArt Batman, the Christian Bale one. That is insane. Like, it's not even my favorite toy, but like the fucking detail on that is insane. And like, I would love them to just hook me up with all this shit. They reached out to me and were like, hey, we're going through your stuff and grooming through. You might be one of our people we send stuff to. And I just am constantly bugging them like, hey guys, did you review enough yet? Don't forget me. Don't be racist to redheads. It's me, the redhead one. But I really want to be on that list for sure.
Yeah. No.
What was your thoughts on the InArt Batman? Did you review a copy of it?
I did. I thought it was it's one of the cleanest looking action figures I think in a 6-inch scale ever made. That said, the way that they engineered the waist, because I go to mod. If you guys follow me, I mod everything I get. I always cut that shit open, pop it, cut, oil it or whatever. But you couldn't do that with this. It had a weird waist connection where it's on by like a screw. So it kind of felt scarily fragile when I opened it up on the inside. Not that it is fragile, but when you go to pull it, it's not meant to pull apart and mod. Like I think they're like, it doesn't crouch that much or crunch that much, just accept it for what it is. And with that, it's great. But like I said, posability for me, how I can get unique shots is like huge. So it was a little lacking in that department, and it didn't have a wired cape, which also kind of stunk. I wish it had an option for a wired and a non-wired, but great looking figure.
Yeah, because that was my thoughts. It looked beautiful, but like it did. That was like why I brought the Storm Collectibles kin up, because there was a lot of hype with that in-art Batman, and I bought it, and I was like, it's cool. It looks great. It's just I didn't fall for the hype once I had it in hand, basically.
Totally. I for sure feel you. Yeah.
I mean, it's a great looking figure. I still kind of want one, even though I pre-ordered the Mezco.
That one looks good too. I know.
Yeah.
Mezco really, I mean, Mezco 2, that's a line that I've seen grow so much. When I first got started, I remember I was like, these look like pajamas. And like I did Rumble Society, but I've slowly watched, like, I have their Dick Tracy stuff. I need the blank still, but like, I feel like they've really grown. So Mezco has gotten just like insane with some of their shit. It's like so good. Like clothing fits like better than it fits humans. Like it's beautifully done. Like Mezco kills it. So I want that Batman too. It looks so good, and the Deadpool looks good. They're fun. They're expensive though. That's a line I can't do everyone. They're like $120-$130 a figure. It's like crazy.
At least at minimum at this point. I mean, they've gone up. They used to be like 95, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about third party? Like a lot of third party figures now are coming out with like soft good figures and things like that. What are your thoughts on some of those?
Yeah, I love like Memory Toys is great. They always try to incorporate some type of like all the orc stuff and the D&D stuff looking. They always have some type of soft good on there, whether it's a pant, a scarf. I really like them. I'm trying to think like what are lines you think of when you think of soft good? What are you holding right there?
Oh, it's the Blockies Soundwave.
Oh, they just sent that to me on my counter right now. I have to review that for them. Is it good? You like it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Does he have the dog with him?
What's that?
Does he have the dog with him too or something? Nice.
Ravage?
I love it.
Yeah.
That's so
awesome.
cool.
But yeah, if you like model kits, it's a fun build. It's pretty easy. If you're used to gun, it's sort of similar but easier.
I did they've sent me a few things. They're really cool. They've the Megatron one took so long. With the throne, like that was fun but took hours for me. Like 2 hours for that.
So I did that on stream. I did a live stream, 2 live streams at 2.5 hours a piece.
Whoa, okay.
But I'm behind a tripod and everything and building it, so it's not like
Way
if you were
harder.
sitting at your table just going away at it. But probably
Totally.
similar to the Megatron, because I have that. I just haven't built it yet.
Yeah. Oh, the Soundwave took that long, or the Shockwave.
Yeah.
So that's not an easy like because some of the like YOLO Park stuff is like build kit.
That's just like a quick connect. Yeah.
Plug the arm, plug the legs. Yeah.
Oh, actually, really quick. I see right here, but this took me like an embarrassing amount of time actually to build. Was the this guy, the Baymax? Have you guys seen this one?
I have not.
So that's from Gong Studios. They partner with Pop Mart and they released Baymax from like Big Hero 6 from Disney. And this is really well made. It's like an actual like action figure. Like it really poses well. But this took like I tried to do it in one night. It was like 3 a.m. I was like, I have to go to bed. I was getting pissed. But yeah, really, really well done. But it took like 5 hours probably. 4.5 hours.
Oh wow. Now is it because they had a lot of different like small pieces to like connect everything to make a larger piece?
Yeah, and it's really like an action figure. Like it really has like all of the double joints in there, and like you're really like locking those joints in, and it's not like hollow. It's all like filled out every square. Like the internals of it are filled out, like unnecessarily, which I appreciate honestly, but it's a lot.
It makes it more of a solid figure then, right?
Absolutely, it feels like a real toy. Like it poses like a real toy this size. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Let's see. Are there any toy lines you've kind of abandoned or just lost interest in?
I mean, I feel like a line that like I've hated until recently would be Black Series. I was really against Black Series. I love Star Wars. My dog's named Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like I love that shit. But I feel like they were like complete dog shit up until the last like year. I started just collecting them with my Big Bad credit, and I was like, let me see. And they've gotten so much better. Like they have like they're pinless now most of the time. They have like pop-on pegs, so they have full wrist articulation. They can pose well. They're beyond 90 degrees. I still think they have room for improvement, but they've come around in my heart a lot. Same with McFarlane. I used to hate McFarlane, hated them. And they've gotten a lot better to me as well. The scaling on them pisses me off. I don't get it, but they've come around. But there's not. I don't think there's a line that I just think is like complete shit. Really, I don't know. What about you? Do you guys have any ones that you're like, I don't collect them. They're horrible.
Well, recently I've given up on lines recently.
Which ones?
Classified. Marvel
Suck it,
Legends.
Abby.
I'm just
Nothing wrong with classified.
I prefer Action Force. So
Action Force is great.
yeah, I prefer Action Force. So that's what I'm gonna collect. If I'm doing anything military, like I have to make a choice, right? Like you have 3 different military lines right now. You have Action Force, you have GI Joe Classified, and then Monster Force coming out too. So it's just like you have so many figures, and they're all good in their own rights. But it's just like I made a choice. I decided to go to Action Force because honestly, like GI Joe have a lot of different characters. Action Force, you could actually build like rosters in a way. You could build like a squad, and like he's very easily he could go in with Batman. He could go with Marvel or DC, Marvel, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean anything you could really put him in any scenario. And I feel like with the Classified you can't really do that with. And then Monster Force is kind of its own blend of like different things. It has to be very particular where you put him in.
Yeah.
But most of the Action Force I feel like you could just kind of easily put them in.
Yeah. I think Action Force, they came such a long way too. I remember in the beginning when I got Action Force, they just weren't like the same as they were now. They didn't have the quality I feel like they have now. Like I got Bobby had sent me over some things like a couple months ago, and with the gas masks, oh my gosh, they look so dope. Like the gas mask helmets first off, they pop on like everything. They're fully pop and swappable toys. The vests go on easily. Like very, very, I totally see what you mean. Whereas GI Joes are more iconic characters they have backstories. Valaverse is more like make up your own world, which is really nice. And I mean, I think that line too, like, because he's like worked for major toy companies in his day, and I feel like he kind of took what worked and started making his own thing. And he charges a really fair price. Like I think, like
he just had another price decrease too. Yeah,
only one that's done that twice.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool. I wish more people were like that. And it feels like a collector. I love that too about Spiro toys. Like it feels like a collector is making toys, which I just like a lot of these now, like Hasbro just feels like it's coming out of a machine. Like people don't really have this input. Whereas these smaller companies now are like making great products, great price points, keeping them like easy to get too. Like I hate for other collectors when they join the hobby and they're like, oh, I want that Spider-Man, but online it's $250. It's like, oh, that was a $40 toy. That sucks. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but I like that accessibility to me is just cool. Like, I don't like some collectors get pissed when a toy gets reissued. I'm like, cool. Everyone can get the toy. Who cares? Like, I don't know.
That is one of my biggest pet peeves.
It is actually.
These collectors that have been collecting for years want to gatekeep people that get to buy these action figures. The reason why these companies do reissues is to get new blood in the line. They already have you. They want new people. That's why they're doing all this Gamerverse shit. There's millions of people that bought Marvel versus Capcom, that bought the Spider-Man games. That's why they're pumping it into everybody's in the line right now is to get that new blood.
Yeah, I totally agree.
People that have been doing it for years that want to get mad at Hasbro. Yes, you have a reason. I understand you want your collections to get complete, but they got to make money and to tap those resources.
Well, not only that, but you have to keep growing your customer
the
base.
brand. Yeah,
exactly.
And that's what it is. I forget how many people has bought Marvel versus Capcom. I mean, it's like in the 20 millions copies sold. That's a market that they can get into. That's
a great
why
point.
You see the Gamerverse stuff hitting right now.
And the Gamer First stuff is fire. I love it. Like, and I know we've seen a million Wolverines. I know I've seen we've had all these characters, but like we're getting some new ones like Shimagora. That's a cool like deep cut. We're getting like that Wolverine's crunch is great, and it's like it also gives them an excuse to like remodify a little bit. Like sometimes it's a repaint. Sure, like that War Machine was a simple, but like that Wolverine. I was talking to Dan Yun at Comic-Con, and he was like, "Dude, I can't put that toy down. It is my favorite toy of the year. Like." The engineering on it is just a little smoother, and like it would be hard for them to re-release that without Gamerverse. People will be like, "Dude, I bought one this year, and I bought the '97." Now it's like, "Hey, well, it's a 2-pack. It's a different franchise." I think it's like I can see how people could get upset, but like, yeah, I'm with you too. Like, screw the gatekeeping. Like, if you're getting into toys, they're not stocks, dude. They're not commodities that are always going to just go up. It's like they should be cheaper. And easier to get. Like, I like that, you know.
Mhm.
Yep.
I agree with that 100%. And yeah, I mean, the lifeline of every toy company, every single one, every business is to get customers, or you know, you need customers in order to,
Yep.
honestly,
like,
just survive.
The one quote I always remember, I think it was Jeff Johns was being interviewed by Kevin Smith, and Richard Donner told him about like comic books. It's always how he would write his comic books. It was always that could be somebody's first issue. Same thing with action figures. This could be somebody's first action figure. So bring the reissues. Bring them.
It's a good point. It's true. It's a really good point.
Impossible Pie is asking, what is your opinion on Super 7?
Oh, they're the worst. I think they shouldn't even be a toy line. Honestly, like they're horrible. I think they're overpriced. I think they had a period in this where they were like on top. And I think they're the worst. And also, like, Sergeant Bananas is so good. To let him go is so dumb. Like, find a new position for him. He's truly one of, like, the best toy photographers out here. Like, they're lucky to have someone like that, I feel. And, like, it just shows you how, like, corporate they decided to react. And it just, I know that it is a business, but it's also, it can still be gross at the same time. And I thought that was, like, really disappointing. And he's great. He can work with any company. He worked with, like, the shittiest toy company out there and, like, took cool pics. Like, keep them. You guys are they'll go out of business in like a year. They're horrible. Like, I think they're not good. Same with Mondo Toys too. I can't support fucking $400 He-Man toys. Like, you're also appealing to such a specific niche of people. I know you had the Netflix show, but like that wasn't as watched as like tons of other media forms, especially compared to Marvel. And then they're gonna come in and be like, oh, $400, and it's like, ew. And then they're releasing what Marvel toys. Yeah, like go fucking suck an egg. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
So the thing is, a lot of people, I think it's a hit or a miss. I'm not a big fan of the mono designs, especially of the Marvel stuff. I didn't really like them. I've seen them in hand and played around with them. It's not for me. I'd rather buy a Hot
It's not for most people with a brain. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, brain people hate them.
So Mondo Super 7, which one's which?
Super 7 doesn't belong on the scale. They belong in the trash. But Mondo can live somewhere. Not for me, but some people like them. Some people get hit it on their head when they're kids and they buy Mondo toys. That's like how that works. But yeah, not for me.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, is there any other toy line that you're just like, Like, what about McFarlane's? What's your thoughts about McFarlane?
They've gotten way better. I now mod the shit out of all of them, so they compose pretty well. And they've gotten, I feel like, too, now that they're losing their license, it's a fire sale. They're dropping everything. It's insane. Whereas, like, before I felt like you get a cool Batman 2 a year. Now they're like, every cool Batman, just throwing it out there. They're going for the retro, the forward. It's just, it's kind of cool. They're going out in style for sure. It feels like a Buzz Lightyear moment. They're just, like, crashing, but it's awesome. Not that they're doing bad crashing. They're just losing that license, and they're just, like, get everything out that we've ever done.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll raise the price a couple dollars too.
Now, so when you said modding figures, how do you mod the McFarlanes to make them better?
So I like
a Deathstroke that you had with you just now. Okay.
Oh yeah, I have tons of videos doing it too. It's like but like you said, and like people, when you talk about like talking shit, and like also your other comment about what that guy said, I always look at some of the content like it's someone's first time watching it, So I do this a lot and people get sick of it, but like it's not for you then, it's for the new person. But like I always pop the middle torso out, so I pull off the top, pull out the hips, I shave the top, of the torso where it plugs in and the bottom where it plugs into the like crotch area.
Okay.
And then I pull the legs off, shave off the butt cheeks, and you're able to just get like here. Let me just get like a general idea here. But like, let me move these guys over 1 sec. But like even like crouched like this, it doesn't really do out of the box. Here, let me lift these arms up so you can see. But like, it doesn't usually do this out of the box. The only thing that's limiting it now is like the belt below. But like normally McFarlane's kind of stiff where it's like straight up and the upper moves a little bit. But if you mod them, you really get a lot more articulation from a McFarlane versus like an out of the box. So I do that on every single one I get. Before I even play with it, I run right to the kettle, boil the water, pop it, cut it, and then it's dramatically better. Like it changes the whole thing for me.
Was that intimidating at first? Did you mess any up before you started doing that?
I really messed up my fingers. I have so many little scars all over my hands because I use a box cutter and I'll rush to do it and I'm just like slicing chunks of skin off and then I'll put super glue in it so it doesn't bleed when I'm posing it to seal that bad boy up. I have so many little nooks and cuts right here and just, it's a mess. But yeah, I didn't mess up. I have cut too deep, and then what I'll do is use like Kiki in there, so it like makes the joint wider, the diameter wider, and then it kind of fills the hole a little bit. I've only done that like once or twice though, because that's like my biggest fear. People use a Dremel. I'm scared I'll take out a chunk of the plastic and be at zero, so I do very thin little strokes, test it, reheat it if I have to, and keep going with an X-Acto knife. But if you miss, you're screwed. You're bleeding profusely. Like I've been afraid before. I've cut like veins and just dripping down my arm blood. Like I'm not even joking. Like crazy amounts of blood. But
or customizer.
Yeah.
Impossible Pies asking that is only on McFarlane figures you mod, or are there other lines as well?
I do it on every toy that I can. So I do it on all of my Mafex. I do it on Marvel Legends. I do it on McFarlane. I do it on third party. Oh, one of the things that makes my blood run cold now thinking about is Dr. Doom from Mezco. I think it's a beautiful figure, but it's limited articulation. And dude, I popped it off. Oh, makes me sick. And it's metal, and I didn't know. So I go to cut it with an X-Acto, and it was just shaving off bits of metal. Like all the hairs on my arm are sticking up right now. And it was just shaving metal. Oh my God. It was like traumatizing. Horrible experience. But I mod everything. Every single thing. Action Force. I mod G.I. Joe. I mod Monster Force. Everything.
Now, so you mod everything just to make it better for you to articulate and just be a better figure?
Yeah, I'm all about. I think every collector should get an X-Acto knife. They should get lubricant, and they should get Kiki, because every toy has one of those issues where the joint's too stiff or too tight, and then either shock coil or Kiki, and one of the areas can use a mod, whether it's a neck mod, a torso mod, a leg mod, a hip mod. And I do it enough so that I can't tell. I'm very much like, if I feel like my toys like I take very good care of my toys. They're all in plastic bags. I don't throw them on top of each other. I'm like very OCD. I wash my hands before I play. Like I need it to still look like it's brand new, but the innards kind of move a little better, you know?
Modified, yeah. So I guess, is it worth it though? Like it's almost like you're changing the insides of every toy you have.
Abby, he's bled for these toys. Of course, it's worth it.
Is it? Yeah, well, I mean, I'm concerned. Like, is there like, I guess, is there any figure lines that you've never modded because you're completely happy with it?
Reveltech, I don't mod. The new Andrew Garfield Mafex, you can't mod. The way that they set the joints in the body, the plugs, you can't mod it. It's like right at the base. Like here, I'll show you really quick. So the way that they did this, the socket is right here. There's no extra plastic. If you can see it, there's no extra plastic to cut versus like the Tobey Maguire. This has like room. There's like a little bit of, if you can see, there's like probably a centimeter or two that has like a lip on it. So you can cut the lip on this guy, but you can't with the newer one. So I think if Mafex does this, I won't need to mod. Also though, the posing, it does what I would have done. So great, they did it for me, cool. But if it doesn't have that, an older Mafex, here, 1 second, let me just show you for context. Like this is the Batman CT. This is all carved up on the insides. This has a huge lip. So when you're pushing him forward, it's just catching. You just shave that down and he gets so much like better like the articulation when you mod him is just so much better. Like it's night and day. You know, like he can almost
that
like,
is ridiculously night and day. Holy crap!
and I do that on everything, and then I always have like my Kiki right here and an X-Acto knife beside me, and I do it on every toy. And you can't, if anyone looked at it, you would never be able to tell. But when you pose it, it's like people will be like, "How'd you do that?" And it's just a little nip tuck. Yeah.
Interesting. That's cool. Now, how many figures have you destroyed by doing this? I'm just curious.
The only figure I've ever destroyed, and it was with acetone, which I knew was problematic potentially, was a domino, because I wanted to do a custom on one of these where you have to take off all of, like the white markings, the paint.
Yeah.
And everyone said, be careful. And I was like, I'll be fine. And that acetone melted the entire toy. It was insane, like scary how much it just ate right through the whole figure. But I think I've only actually... Yeah.
You put a lot. Yeah. I use Q-tips.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I kind of dipped it in there and I wiped it off, but some of it was just in there, and like as it sat, it was just like decomposing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. No, acetone definitely melts the plastic on the figures. I use a Q-tip normally to slowly and like always twisting the Q-tip so it's not staying like still.
Yep,
Yeah.
I do that now, and then I have a wet paper towel beside it. So I'll do that, and then I'll wipe, and do that, and wipe, and do that, and wipe. And now I've gotten it, but in the beginning.
I think there's like a sponge. I think was it magic eraser or something?
Yeah, but the magic eraser buffs it a little bit, so it actually changes the tone of it, unless you want to repaint it. Like, because the magic eraser, like a lot of Hasbro toys are plastic and they look glossy. So if you start to buff out certain areas, it's going to look like buffed and like polished, or like roughed a little bit, like a low grit sandpaper, and then it looks different in those areas. I've tried the magic eraser thing too, but
I've never tried it. I was just curious about it.
Oh yeah, I've tried it. It definitely, if you can paint over it really easily. I've made a few customs before with GI Joes into like Blade. I did a Blade custom with like a roadblock, and I took off the tattoos, and I started by magic eraser. I had to repaint the whole torso because of it, but it was fine.
Got you. So Detroit Dave is saying magic eraser is basically fine sandpaper.
Exactly.
Did not know that. I thought it was a sponge.
Sponge paper.
House of Plastic thing. What about the time you tried to dye the Spider-Man?
Oh yeah. So House of Plastic goes by 112 scale crates on Instagram. He's a local buddy of mine, good friend. It bled everywhere. So like, and I heard about this too when you dye, and I used the plastic dye. It took well right away, and I used even the color seal stuff that you use for clothes, just throwing every like thing at the wall kind of thing. And it was great for like 3 months. And then it was, it just started, as I handled it, it would just start to leak out. Like my hands would be black, even though it was fine for a while. Over time, it didn't hold. And I heard that happens, but I thought I'd fixed it or did it differently. It didn't work. So I don't really dye toys anymore, because they, in my experience, I've had like 10 toys over time start to bleed out. And then you had it happen with the Peter Parker hand set, one pair of hands in a bag of hands. There was black dye on all of them, and I can't get it out. It was really a pain in the ass. It sucked.
Yeah, got you. I've never tried dyeing a fig, but I have friends who have done it. But I mean, I've never asked them like longevity wise, like is it still dyed that color? Like, is there any issues?
Do you ever customize at all?
I don't paint. I kit bash. That's about it. I am not a painter. I have all the stuff for it, the supplies. I just get lazy. I mean, I have 2 young kids, and I can't leave the paint out because my kids will beeline for it in a heartbeat. So, I just laziness comes in, because normally when I get time to play with toys, it's already late. So then I'd rather just play with a toy versus do a custom.
I get that completely. You only have like X amount of creative juice hours, and if you burn it on a custom that night, you're like, no, I didn't play with it.
Exactly.
Totally, I hate that. Pisses me off. Mm-hmm.
But I kit bash like there's no tomorrow. I just try to paint. I mean, I'll remove paint, but I don't like to paint.
I get that. I hate painting too.
Impossible Pie's asking, is there any tutorial video on your channel where you mod a figure?
There's hundreds. Literally hundreds.
And
I can tell someone doesn't follow me, Impossible Plastic. You son of a bitch. No, but yeah, there's like countless. That's what I do a lot in my videos.
And it's in the link of the description, so definitely check it out. Or the link is at the description of this video. And then Impossible Pie is also asking, do you collect vintage toys, or from the 80s or 90s?
No, because they're They're not that good. I think they're not that good. I think I get it, but I just don't think they pose that well. I don't think they look that good. I get the nostalgia, but like to collect them, I would sell them all and get all the new stuff straight up. I don't. It holds no value to me.
Yep. Same.
Laser Pants is asking, have you ever had to remove an action figure from your butt? Asking for a friend.
Twice. Twice I've had to do that. It's really painful. It is also bloody. It is a total mess. Be careful. PM me for details and I'll help you out, man. I got you.
You bleed from the hands and everything.
We're going deep and we're going hard.
Any tips on how to do it? Yeah, DM me for details, bro. DM me for details. I got you.
I mean, I thought LP would have known by now, but I guess not. Surprised for that one. It's an interesting one. I feel like I flagged more questions for you from the chat. There was one more, yeah. From Detroit Dave, you have any of the Sentinel Spider-Man figures? What's your opinion on their articulation?
I do. I think they're some of the best articulated figures in toys. Sentinel, Peter B. Parker. I have the SHF one now of the movie, from the movie, but when that came out too, it was so ahead of its time on articulation. Like that thing is like outrageous. So good in articulation. The shoulders are a little weird on it. I think other toy lines have now caught up to that point, but when it came out, there was nothing like it.
Yeah,
I have a few other ones too. I have the the Noir, and he's good too. The cape's a little heavy though. I wish it was soft good because it just weighs him down a lot.
I guess Detroit Dave is. I guess he's still bitter about that Mondo comment.
What did he say?
No, he talked about Mondo being a legit. It's a really legit toy line. You were just bashing them.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
I'm not completely crazy. No, I'm just extremely accurate when it comes to Mondo's garbageness. But yeah.
Excuse me. Let's talk about Toy Space. Space is our enemy, of course. Every collector has space issues for displaying and all that stuff. So how is your displayed? How you talked about putting figures in bags, plastic bags or plastic
accessories in plastic bags. So I always do this with all my accessories so they don't like scrape or the paint comes off. So they're all like individual, like head sculpts go in their own little baggie, all the hands go in their own baggie. And then I have, my wife was like kind enough to give me the closet. So I basically have like 2 glass cases in a closet and I have all of these shelves in there. So everything kind of goes back there. It's shut. So there's not all this dirt and debris that can fly over there. It's a huge space. And then we have a guest room and like, unless guests are over, she's pretty much like, yep, have your space, which is really cool. So I have like a whole guest room, basically. Like there's a bed in here and stuff, but there's like a 8-foot table that I just have my diorama on so I can really get like the depth. And then if guests come, pack it up and clean it up for the couple days they're here. But I have a ton of space, luckily, for my collection.
But do you have it like displayed out anywhere, like on shelves?
No. I think you need like a room to do that. Like, and I love when people have a glass case and they have like a 2-figure fight in there. That looks so cool. But I have way too many figures to do that. I would need an entire, like a basement. Like I love East Coast collectors. They have basements and it's like, ooh, it's a theme park down there.
Not all areas have basement. My last house used to have a basement. I loved it. That was like
so
that
nice.
was the man cave. But
Bobby has toys in his utility room. You don't need a basement.
I do have toys in my laundry room. Yes.
Do you?
I do. It's funny. I did a video where I would walk into my laundry room. I also have a very large laundry room for some weird reason, and all the cabinets, like you have the cabinets on the walls.
Yeah.
And so my wife wasn't using them, so I was like, "Hey, toy space." So I just put a bunch of boxes, like all boxed up figures go in there. Not all, but like some of them.
Do you like remember? Like, do you shoot a lot of pics? Like, are you shooting pics every night, or?
I used to shoot a lot of pics. I don't do that anymore. I've gotten a little lazy with my camera and stuff. I need to get back to it. That's the goal. That was one of the main reasons why I bought my camera. But I need to get back to shooting pics. But no, right now is just like it's been weird. Like I got this not too long ago, a few months back.
Okay.
It's been like 5-6 months, and a lot of my figures from upstairs came downstairs. Then I redid my man cave where I installed shelves on the wall. So like I had I think it was 9 or 10 feet ceilings, so it was large enough to put 2 walls. I like the shelves off coming out of the walls. I did 2 rows of that, and then right below that I was able to fit in like 6-foot bookshelves. So like it was like a wall shelf, and then 6-foot shelves all the way down. And I was able to line up. my at least 3 out of the 4 walls in that room, I was able to line them up that way. So there's a shit ton of bookshelves in there. So there's a lot of
That's
space
awesome.
for like displaying stuff, but I also buy like there's no tomorrow either. So that's been the other issue. I need to cut down a little bit on buying.
Yeah, they quickly fill up. That's the hard thing too. It's like I love when collectors have a beautiful display, but like I feel like if I were to do that, I have to put things in boxes, in plastic bags, and bubble wrap, and like because it does look so nice when they have like 6 or 7 figures in a display case for a team. But like then also like we're talking about, they release so many characters over time of a team. So if you're collecting for 6-7 years, you start to just you have a whole team. There's 40 characters in it, and you're like, I guess this guy's part of this team. Well, he's kind of part of that team, and then you just have. I try to do like a Marvel shelf, a DC shelf, a import shelf, an SHF, and that is kind of how I'll also gauge like, am I still using all of these, or should I sell them? You know what I mean? Like if I have like my import DBZ shelf, Dragon Ball Z, I don't really shoot them that much. I just like them. But if I see a better version come out of a Goku, I will like let off some of my other ones because I don't have the space for it, and I don't want to put them in a box that I'll never play with. I really like to play with my toys.
Now, are you also like actively selling some of the figures too while you're at it, or you don't sell?
I do sell sometimes, for sure, definitely. If I like, especially with like my sponsorship with Big Bad, sometimes I'll test things out, and if I don't like them, I'm just like, all right, next. Like I'll sell them all, or get credit from someone like local, like some of the toy stores, or be like, I don't want these anymore.
Got you. Okay. But I guess kind of going back to purchasing and budgeting. So, do you budget for the figures, or you just kind of buy now, regret it later?
I will say I feel like I'm really lucky to have these sponsorships, man. It's kind of like insane. It's kind of like the dream when I came in. Like I remember when I would see people get all these toys, and I was like, how do they pay for them? And like, the secret is they don't. Like there's a point in it where like, and that was like truly like that was one of my goals. Like not trying to hide it. I was like, I want to get free toys. How do I do this? What do I have to do to get everyone's free toys? And that's kind of what I really like worked really hard to do. Spent like hundreds of hours shooting pictures and making content so that everyone would want me to have their figure in hand or to promote it. And so I have like tons of sponsors that really just send me everything that I want whenever I want it, which is awesome. I love it. Now, obviously there's things that I can't get from them and I'll buy it, but like I would say most of my stuff is all given to me, which is really cool.
I mean, that's freaking. So what's the secret?
Dude, the biggest thing is make a lot of Instagram reels, get the content big, and like my whole thing was I do a lot of like stuff that a lot of the content I put out isn't the stuff that I want to put out. It's so there's a bit of it that's work. Like I don't love doing unboxings or modding reels that I've done 100 times, and I don't think it's prolific. And people will be like, dude, you've done this 100 times, but there are those collectors, it's their first time, and they're like, I've never seen your page before. This was so helpful. Oh, you have a whole thing about it. And then I'm big on the comments. So I think like growing your social media accounts as fast and as big as you can, it gets attention. And then you start to go to these events, you meet people, connections are big. It's not just how many followers you have, it's who do you know. And so the more time you put yourself out, you make these connections. Then if they like you, then they have a page where they go, hey man, you're cool, I like you. And your page can help promote this and it'll help me out. This makes sense for us. So I just try to position myself into a point where there's enough out there. Like, and you'll like, it's awesome. Daily, I get hit up by small companies, small shops, third-party people that are like, hey, we're launching a toy line. Could you help us? And for me, I'm like, cool, free toys. And for them, they're like, great, a guy will show this out to his audiences. So yeah, that's really like my thing is just blowing up my social media to get free toys.
Now, is there any toy that you got for free that you had to market, but you didn't like it? Or do you kind of stay true to...
I was like a slut in the beginning, for sure. Like starting this line, dude, I was promoting shit that sucked. Let me think. Like there's definitely some that sucked that my friends were like, "What the fuck, dude? That sucks." I'm like, "Well, it looks cool," and they're like, "Dude, it's ass." I'm like, "No, what do you mean?" But no, there was I will say the one that like I actually stopped promoting it, and they were so nice too. And I'm not saying all their toys are bad, but Beast Kingdom. I got that Batman wave from them. They sent me all of those. And dude, I tried and they would just keep breaking and they would send me new ones. They were like, oh, we'll get you new ones. And they would send them over. And like, I reviewed 2 of them that didn't break. And then I was like, hey man, 4 of these broke. I can't tell people to buy this. They're going to get pissed. Like these are fucking shit. And so that sucked because they were so nice and so cool and like all excited. And I I ruined my relationship with them, and they'll never send me anything again. They sent me probably like $200-$300 worth of toys, and I posted like 1 or 2 reels because I would feel bad if people bought those. And in the beginning too, like there's PWI is a small company that does like World's Smallest, and they do all these little things that you'll see at like stores. And some of their stuff is like goofy. It's not bad.
They did the UFC figures recently.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch of them right over there after review right now. And again, those aren't something that I like, but people do like. I don't love UFC that much anymore, but a lot of people do, and they're not bad. It's more of a collectible piece, and like that's the thing too. Like I used to watch The Amazing's videos, and I was like, oh my god, he's so soft on these. He's not ripping the toys apart. And at the end of the day, like most of these people aren't creating product that's just bad. It just has certain features that are better than others. Like sometimes it is an aesthetic piece. It's more of a statue. Statue market's insane. So like I've kind of shifted my perspective to that, like truly where I'm like, yeah, it doesn't pose, not because if it doesn't pose like a Reveltech, it doesn't mean it's not bad, but it might not be for everyone. And so like the UFC things, if you're a UFC fan, that's awesome. You have them in a little forum to put on your desk and look at and, you know, pair up and stuff. So I don't feel like that's like selling my soul with those, but in the beginning there was some that I would get random lines and I'm like, oh god, this is the devil's work. This is so bad. But yeah, not anymore. I'll say no now. Sorry.
They did send me the UFC those little small ones, and
Yeah.
I said yes to it just because I knew my boss was a big UFC fan, and like my boss makes fun of me for having toys and stuff, and he calls them dolls. But it's funny enough because like I sell him figures a lot because he's a big sports nut. So he's bought a lot of my basketball players and like he's a big UFC fan, so he buys a lot of the UFC stuff from me, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna get it just for him, these UFC little things, and he loved them. He actually had an unboxing and he loved having them, and he was like, they're like fun little toys, but like they don't move, and I was like, well, they're not supposed to. They just kind of sit there.
I will say I'm jealous of some of these guys that have been getting these blockies early, and I'm like, I would be a slut for blockies.
Oh yeah.
I try to tag them on every social media post I make if it has something to do with blockies. I'm always tagging blockies in on it.
Dude, they're making the new Star Wars ones.
Oh, the Marvel Rivals ones? Stop.
Yeah. That Rocket Raccoon, there's a lot of people that, like when I posted those pics today, that I was getting comments on that.
Yeah, I will say with companies, even like there's some that are more objective with sponsorships, like Blockies. There is a goal. Like I work with Blockies, you have to sell a certain amount of things that it's worth it. Other companies will be like, hey, promote my product, no goal, no money. Blockies will actually pay you. They give you money. Like it's not just so you have a link, you have a commission amount based on your volume of sales, but you have a target. And same with Big Bad. Like I don't just get Big Bad. I have to sell thousands of dollars a month or it's not worth their time. So it's like, it's cool, but it is work. That's why like a lot of the content I post, although it's not what I want to post, like he was saying, you only have a certain amount of energy per night to work with. Some nights my job, it's work. It's like, oh, I got to promote 7 unboxings and 3 mods and promote this thing. And it pays for itself in the long run. And I get the toys I want, but it's hard to find the time to do what you want to do all the time, you know?
Right, I get it. I mean, shoot, I work 2 jobs and I try to do content at the same time.
Oh,
so I don't get much rest. And then, like, if I'm getting on live streams and stuff like that with guys, and then we just bullshit after the stream, next thing you know, it's like 1, 2 in the morning. Yeah, sleep is. I'm not getting a lot of it here lately, but I mean, I love doing this stuff. So.
Same, dude. I'm like a 7-hour a night kind of guy. Like that's what like my goal is, 7 hours.
Oh, dude, are you talking about sleep time?
Yeah.
I sleep like 5. 5 hours a night. The thing is, like, I go to bed around like 2:30 in the morning every day, and then my kids are by 7:30, I'm awake. My kids will run into the room and like either jump on me or they want to hug me or do something. So I'm awake at that point.
You're like, I don't want your love. Go to bed.
No, well, I mean, it's fine. But, like, I normally go back to bed and then, but like I'm in like the half sleep mode at that point. So I'm just like 8 o'clock. My alarm goes off and I'm awake and it's time to get ready get them to school. So
yeah, for sure. No, yeah, we were just saying like, yeah, like I feel like, yeah, the hobby's so fun. It's like sleep is such an enemy at this point in my life. I'm like, no, like, you got to get up and you're just watching that clock because you're doing something you enjoy and you're like, fuck, and you're just burning the time. And then I feel like for me anyway, on a Friday after a long week, and for you, I bet with 2 fucking jobs, it's like great. I always say it tomorrow. I'm gonna stay up till 3:00 this morning and play with toys. 1:30 hits, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to pass out right now. It's brutal. And then I burn Friday night, and I'm pissed. But yeah.
Well, it's funny.
A lot of times when we're on like this, like my brain's like awake, and like when we get off, I'm still like, I'll be laying in bed, like, come on, we got to fall asleep. We got to work. We got to be up at like 6 a.m. What are you doing? And I just can't shut it off.
Oh, 6 a.m. you get up for work?
That's horrible.
No, like 5, but sometimes I don't roll out of bed till 6.
Oh my god.
But that's only Monday through Friday, so weekends typically.
Oh, only Monday through Friday. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Like my second job, I don't have to wake up that early. Like if I work weekends.
Oh
like,
my god.
I split time with my kids, so every other weekend I have my kids and I don't work. So that kind of makes.
Okay, I gotcha.
See, my wife is cool enough to let me sleep in on the weekends, so she'll make sure to lock the doors, and so my kids can run in at 7:30 in the morning.
Bobby, your kids are young. Wait till they get a little bit older, like 9 or plus. Then they're sleeping all flipping day.
I mean, my oldest is 9 now, and he's up at like 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Sometimes my son will sleep till like 1 p.m. or later.
Yeah, yes. Just feed him Benadryl in his sleep in his mouth.
I don't have to. It's Fortnite till 1 in the morning, and then he sleeps.
Well, that's the thing. Go ahead.
No, go. What?
I was gonna say my kids go to bed by like 8:30, 9 at the latest. So that's every single day. Like right before the stream, I had helped put the kids to bed. My wife was like, "Hey, go hang out with the kids." So I went to go hang out with the kids. Both of them, we played Uno. My older son is getting into DC, so he's asking a shit ton of questions about DC characters and stuff. So I was like, all right, I love that. Yeah, I actually really love that. But 8:30, she came back into the room. She was like, all right, you got to go. And I was like, all right. So I hugged and kissed my kids, and then I came downstairs.
Yep.
I want to say thank you to Afflicted Studios for a $19.99 super chat. Thank you guys for streaming these streams and make these streams make my day.
Yeah.
Sorry, these streams make my day even if I watch the replay. You guys rock. Afflicted, thank you very much for the $19.99 super chat.
Thanks,
you
dude.
get a video. I'm gonna play a video for you.
Please not LP.
Look at that. A tasty, tasty super chat. Thank you so much for the love.
Afflicted, thank you very much, man.
Do you know that person?
Yeah, she's actually one of our co-hosts on Tuesday nights for our Tuesday night
show. No way, that's so funny. What?
Go ahead.
No, what? No, say what you're gonna say.
She's one of the local cosplayers. I told you I bought my camera for photography.
Yeah.
It was not just toy photography. I also did model photography for a little while.
Oh, okay.
So she's one of the local cosplayers who models, and I've shot with her a few times, and we became good friends. So I asked her to jump on our Tuesday night shows as an open mic night that we do.
Oh, that's cool.
She's one of the hosts now for us on that.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Yeah. That's awesome.
What were you gonna say?
I was literally gonna joke and just be like, "What are you gonna do? Play porn or something?" And obviously it wasn't porn, but it's funny that it was that. I had a feeling for some weird reason. I knew it was gonna be some half-dressed woman.
At least it wasn't LP. He's got one with LP. That
I have a super chat video I do for LP that has LP on it too.
I'm anti that video.
I have to pay him royalties every time I play it. So
that's fair.
There was another thing I was going to say. No, with the Jenna, we actually do. We had Toy TuberCon recently in New Jersey that was run by Articulated Ninja.
Oh yeah.
And I came up with this idea about having scratch and sniff stickers made with her assets, cake showing behind. The rule was it's free sticker. You could grab one, but if you grab it, you gotta scratch and sniff. I just took so many photos of guys trying to do it. It was just so fun. It was funny.
That's crazy. That's so funny.
But it really wasn't a scratch and sniff. It was just a troll.
Yeah. Dudes are just ripping. He's like, I need more. It's not working.
Oh, LP's back. I thought he had to go to the hospital because he had an action figure stuck up his butt.
Sorry, LP. You shouldn't be feeling objectified. Come on. You're one of the mods.
You shouldn't have started with Maximum Hulk, buddy. You should have went with something a little slimmer.
You got to break the myth, dude. Break the myth. Start with a 3.75-inch Black Series, yeah, and then just work your way up to maximum.
Let's jump over to photography because you kill it with your photography.
Thank you.
I guess so. The hobby of collecting, and then you just want to take pictures of the figures.
Yeah, I think when I first got into toys, I really was into like literally posing them up and just like imagining little scenarios in my head, like a little kid. Like I loved that. And then I got really into the photography thing. And like I sometimes post like where I was when I started. I was like the absolute worst. I'm not joking. I was so bad. Like I didn't understand photography at all. And even now I'm like learning so much still. But I just remember like seeing pictures that I was like, I want to be able to do that, you know, and I spent, when COVID hit, I'm not joking, every single night, probably 10 in the morning and 10 till 3 in the morning for like 2-3 years in LA. That's what I did every single night. Every single night, like 365 days a year for years. And I started to like understand it. And then I remember like not being able to get certain things out of a phone anymore and wanting to like finally upgrade to a camera. And I did that after like 3 or 4 years because I felt like, cool, I'm like riding this till the wheels come off. And then the camera is just night and day. You can't, like, it doesn't matter how good you are on a phone. It doesn't matter. You can't beat a camera. The detail, the way it picks up, the adjustments you can make. And then that was a huge learning curve. Then I kind of jumped back a bunch because now it's so much different things to worry about. And like focal points and like aperture settings and like lighting settings are more sensitive. And even now I recently, in the last like 2 weeks, I was talking to like Zord Picture Photography. He does like if you've seen his stuff, he's great. He does he uses like all the bad guys from the Marvel movies and does like group pictures. He's great. He does whatever, Zord pictures, you'll see him. But he was like, yeah, light the back of your pictures more. So recently I just got like 2 little light panels, started lighting the back of my subjects more when I shoot. So now I have like 2 in the front and then 2 in the back. And then I hand hold a light and kind of like hit the area where I want to when I shoot, and I'll like have it synced up to my phone and like tap the picture here. And it's just been so fun. It's like a really fun learning curve, and I feel like my pictures have come out a lot better recently from it. And it just feels good when you're like, my goal was to shoot pictures that like I would like on someone else's page. And for me, that took so long. Like for so long, I felt like my pics to me sucked. And like recently in the last like 12 months, every once in a while, I'm like, oh dude, that's a good pick. And it's my own, which is cool. That's like where I wanted to be, you know. It's not every picture and it's not every day, but every once in a while I'm like, oh, that was a good one. Like that was a good one. But yeah.
I mean, that's awesome. So what I guess what camera do you use?
I use a Fuji X-T30II. Wayne Collectibles and Unparalleled recommended it. They were like, it's great. It's not super expensive. It's kind of a beginner camera. I use the basic lens that comes with it still. I'm not good enough yet that I need a new lens yet. Soon, I'm sure in a year or so, I'll want to upgrade the lens. But right now, it does everything I need it to do. And I edit everything on Adobe After Effects, minimal edits, because I suck at editing. I don't know how to do Photoshop. And I just don't know how to do all those things. So I just keep it really basic and easy.
And what lights do you use?
I have like, so this is just like a little color panel thing, but I have like 3 of these, and then Slick Studios, who I met at a Comic-Con, they gave me a bunch of their lights to like promo for them, and they're great. They're little, they plug into a USB drive, so I have like one here, one here. I use those in the little RGB boxes, like Ulanzi. I think they're on Amazon. They're like $20, and then I have this little like hand cannon light that I use too. This was just from Walmart. It was like $10-15, but I like to do 2 colors, and I like sometimes to have color even in the picture, like a purple or a red or something to give like a different feel. And then this other company gave me this smoke detector thing, or the smoke fume thing, a smoke machine, fog machine thing, which is fun too. It just makes your toy sticky. I don't know, people don't talk about it, but like if you use those fog machines, your toys are like coated in vape juice. Like they're coated in like a film.
It's like an oil that goes inside of it.
Yeah, it's like PGVG, like the same shit that like you vaporize, like if you vape.
Oh,
it's
really?
it's like that. So like your desk will have a layer, and it's not water. It doesn't dry up. It's like oil. You have to wipe it all off. So I get leery, especially with like a Mezco toy having like oil coated on it. Like I don't like that, and I really like to take my things clean. So yeah, so I don't really do it too much, but occasionally I will.
Got you. Okay. Now, you kind of already answered my question on editing a shot. You use After Effects, you said, right?
I use OB After Effects. I'd love to learn Photoshop, but I feel like that's its own whole universe, not even its own world. It's like people are so good with it. Like I love it. I don't know. I like to. I feel like D Amazing was like one of my first like big inspirations, and his toys look like toys, which I kind of like. Now that said, I love like the Jason Michaels, the Sergeant Bananas, where it looks like a movie scene, but I don't even know if I could do that, and two, I also like when it looks like a toy because I think that's one of the reasons I've had success on here is because it's relatable. I think when people see like my stuff, they're like, I could do that, and like they could, and I think there's something to that make people want to come back, like. And you know, a lot of people message me and they're like, "Hey man, like I loved it. It got me into the hobby, or this inspired me." Like I get those messages all the time, and they're my favorite thing on here because it's like not so far out of reach for anyone. I think it's just people doing. I think anyone could do that. So I kind of keep it like that, kind of like The Amazing does. His looks like he stands in his pictures sometimes, and like he doesn't feel the need to edit them out. And I like that. It's like these are toys. Like he's having fun with toys. I like that.
No, that is. I mean, that's the main goal, right? That's the goal about it. Let's see. We talked about third-party figures or unlicensed figures. Well, we kind of mentioned it. So, what are your thoughts about like the unlicensed stuff?
I get the controversy that like it's it's not their licensing the property, but like if you're gonna license the property and charge me an arm and a leg, there you go. Which one is that? What kind is that?
It's the Fans Toys Ultra Magnus unlicensed third-party transformer.
Looks dope. How much was that?
$230, $240.
Oh, okay. So it's not cheap. That's not a cheap unlicensed. Okay. Yeah, see, I think if they're charging, if like to use Marvel, if they're charging me like $120 for a figure, and another company's like, I'll do it for $30. Well, then maybe you shouldn't charge $110. And like, I feel like if I was talking to my buddy about this, they made a public statement. They were like, hey, these third parties are gouging us and we're not going to be able to stay in business, but we're going to drop our price point to like $65 so it's comparable for everyone. I would be like, I can support that and I will not buy these knockoffs for dirt cheap. I would actually do that, but I feel like it doesn't happen. And I like the Robin Hood mentality. They steal from the rich, give to the poor. Like I think they charge too much for a lot of toys. I think it's insane. I think they should be cheaper for sure.
No, I agree. I mean, everything seems to be going up and up and up for the last few years. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
It's
and look at
constantly.
Valaverse.
Yeah.
Like Valaverse, you're like, yeah, what? Like, I feel like if you're not into Hasbro or you don't want to support the Hasbro stuff, like you can go to Valaverse and spend way less, have easier accessibility. He runs sales. It's fun. It feels like a person is running it. It doesn't feel like it's part of a corporate machine and you get what you get. It feels like they listen. Even his little updates, like, hey, I'm going to be adding a ball peg to the lower neck. And like these things that you can kind of anticipate. Oh, you guys want cars? I'm going to make an affordable car. Like, that's cool. The Mezco car was like $400. That's a lot. And like,
It looks great. It looks
amazing. Yeah. But like, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge space, not a friend of cars, and it's expensive. Like, I don't know. I just think the Valaverse one you can buy and not shoot it that much and not feel guilty about spending $100 for the car?
125. He actually just dropped the price too. It used to be like 180, I think.
Okay, 125 is a really good price.
Yeah, now it's 125, which is very reasonable.
Super reasonable. Yeah. For a car, like versus a $400 car, and like, matte coated, and it's going to look very comparable to the Mezco one. If you matte coated it, like it would look super similar to the Mezco.
Yeah.
Well, there's rumors he's doing a black one, so
there is a black. Yeah, there is a black Vanguard coming out too. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because even like the third-party stuff, like I recently got the Mask figure
in the yellow.
I had that one. That was the first release. They did a new one with like the casino, or he was like a bartender and like a
the suspenders.
Gangster. Yeah, suspenders and then the gangster one. I got the gangster one.
Okay.
Great figure. They're a little short, but still a great figure. Good quality on it. Again, it was also like it's the Mask. You had fun. Yeah. The Mezco made a great mask too. Theirs was really nice too.
I love that one. Mm-hmm.
But again, I guess they both were expensive though. The third party one was like $110, I think.
Oh, okay. That's kind of a lot. But I like the third party too. They don't go. I mean, it's messed up, but they don't go through the licensing approval. So they're just pumping out whatever the fuck they want whenever they want, which is fun. Like these other companies need clearance, and no, Disney said they wanted to look this way. You have to change that accessory. These third parties like put in cigarettes, put in guns, put in bombs. Like it's what the character needs, which I like. They're toys. They're toys, you know. So it's like I want all the things. I was talking to my buddy today, and we were like, I want a Red Hulk figure. Like a good Red Hulk, like a Maximum, but like really well done. And like if Hasbro made it, it's not going to have the cigar. And like I know that sounds so minimal, but like Red Hulk, Sergeant Ross needs his aviators, a mustache, and a cigar, like necessary. And I did a third party. You're getting all those things hands down, 100%. Axie Toys, like if you guys collect them, they're so cool. And like I really want them to do that Red Devil Pit body with a Red Hulk face. That would be so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that was kind of why I sold all my Hasbro Transformers and moved to third-party Masterpiece stuff, because I just wasn't getting what I wanted from Hasbro. And then you'd have third-party companies that would make upgrade kits for the Hasbro stuff. So I'm pretty much paying what these third-party companies are making. So I sold all my Hasbro Transformers and then just started going with third-party. Now, that Ultra Magnus I showed, yeah, that's an expensive brand. They're not all that expensive, but it's off the Masterpiece scale. So you're looking at 8 to 12-inch figures. So it's not, not small. And they use a lot of die cast. There's complicated engineering in the transformation. So they're almost like museum pieces. That's kind of how I treat them, because I don't play with them as much. I transform them once or twice, and then I display them. Like the cheaper toys like Blockies, like what I've been getting right now, those are my play with toys of Transformers.
Totally get that. I agree with that sentiment too. I think when these companies are like looking at what's already on the market and they're like, hey, let me improve that quicker, more accessibly, like why would you not? Like, and to your point, it's like, yeah, Hasbro, you already know they're going to release it missing one or two things. Then they're going to reissue that in 3 months with a little bit better paint or a different format with those accessories. And you're just like, damn, I'm going to spend 3 toys worth versus this guy that did it all in one. And it's like, I love diecast. I think it just adds to the playability and the feel of it all. And it's like, yeah, you can't really beat that. Like,
and the weird thing with Transformers, like Hasbro is a partnership with Takara. Takara almost has free reign, and they'll do the same thing. Like they just showed some figures that are coming out that Hasbro made like 2 years ago, and they have improved paint apps. But you'd have to get them through Takara, through import, or BBTS gets them. But it's just funny. So not only are you fighting that with Hasbro, Takara's doing their stuff as well. And sometimes it's better.
Yeah.
But it feels like third party has more heart in making figures. And that's kind of what I see and what leads me to third party.
I mean, I think it's
feeling. I don't know if it's legit, but it's just the feeling I get when you see those toys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I totally agree. I think like I feel like that about Valverse. Like there's heart in that line. I'm watching someone care about the criticisms, caring about what the client base wants, and doing it. And then accessory packs and hand packs. And they just gave out free hands the other day. And it's like, that is like really cool and just in touch with the community. Whereas like I said, Hasbro, I just feel like one of a billion people versus like with some of these lines and these third parties, I feel, and like with these third party companies, a lot of them I communicate with, and it's cool. They actually do care. They'll say like, what are people saying? Oh, good to note. We'll change it on the, and it's like, it's just like word versus Hasbro that are 3 years planned out. Like it doesn't matter what you want to do with Hasbro. The next 3 years are done. They're already done. Like they really are. Like Legends are done for the next like 36 months. They're truly done, you know, and you don't have that with a third party. They can pivot and adjust and, hey, we're going to correct it and send you. Even Legions will do that. Like, here's a replacement part for that piece, or here's a corrected this. And I really just think, yeah, there's heart there. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I mean, you're right, though. Definitely. I mean, again, the smaller companies have the ability to shift, like you just said. So that, and plus, you know, Hasbro is, again, very different, right? Like, you're talking about a giant company with thousands of employees versus a small, you know, maybe 3-4 employees. Like, you know, you have your Sparrow Toys, your Valaverse, you have Savage Crucible. You know, a lot of these companies, I mean, it's, you know, we're talking about small head count, probably minimal employees or just more consultants than anything.
Yeah, but I guess the same people are buying those toys, you know? So it's just like I hear that, but it's like I would argue that even if they were to make some of those pivots at a quicker rate, you would still you'd get more and more people. And like you know how this industry is, some people are very much just like cheerleaders against or for certain lines.
Yeah.
There's some people like Jersey Maniac, he just goes on and like rips toy lines, and like I feel like not that they should do everything he wants, but some of his complaints are valid and they are frustrating, and like they could shut people up like that if they made these one or two adjustments, is what it feels like, and get more of his money. He buys them all, like he buys a lot anyway. He'd buy all of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No, I agree. I completely agree with you. Now, how do you handle FOMO?
I mean, FOMO's a thing for sure. I think like, yeah, I know. Well, that I'm stabbing my inner thigh as we're talking right now. I'm releasing the pain in little doses to make myself feel better. But no, I think with a lot of them, like, I just have to realize like they're toys. I have a lot of toys, and like I'm not going to get them all. You know, in the beginning, it was like I was with Mezco Rumble Society. I had every single thing, even if I didn't like it, like the crate, everything, and like there was like a point where that like broke for me, where I was like, okay, I'm not going to get every single thing, and I'll be okay. And like now I kind of like try not to even immerse myself getting obsessed in that way. Like, and a lot of them, like I said, like if they make their way to Big Bad Toy Store, or I'll reach out to Big Bad and say like, hey, I know these are coming to your site here in the next 2 months. Can I like have them? And they'll be like, sure. And then they'll put them aside for me. So like if I feel really FOMO, I'll reach out to a rep and be like, can you please set this aside? I need it. And like, they'll usually be very accommodating.
Yeah. Okay. So we were talking about lines, like so. There was pictures I saw on your Instagram for a toy line, and I remember LP when I was at San Diego. That's when I bought some of the figures from San Diego when I was there. It was the Zujitsu figures.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts about those figures?
I love the sculpting work. I love like I think they need articulation improvements for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like the articulation isn't great, but I think it's a really cool concept. I think they look really good. They're actually right down the street from me too, which is cool. They live like really, really close. But I mean, I love the hands. Yeah, I love the hands on them. I love the heads on them. I like the suits. It feels like they're in their beginning stages. And I think if they continue to release toys and start to improve the articulation, they'll be great. Like I love like animal humanoid things. I think that's just really fun in general, very creative. I wish that I had seen, because they have comics and stuff for them. It does a lot for me if I know the lore about something, especially because it's pre-existing. So I wish I kind of read about, same way with Spiro Toys. Like I read about them, I got their toys, I felt like a fan. With Jiu-Jitsu, I haven't read their comics yet. They haven't sent those over, but like I think the sculpting work is insane. The crafting work is great. I just wish they had a little more articulation.
Yeah, no, I actually bought the figures from there, and I like the head sculpts.
They're insane.
Yeah,
They're so
I like
good.
the head sculpts a lot. I wasn't a big fan of the articulation, like you mentioned, and then even the paint apps weren't good. At least for.
Oh really? Oh.
I mean, mine started chipping away like as soon as I was handling them. Like
Legion style on the hands when you plug in, because like Legions and NECA both do that kind of with the paint. You know what I mean?
No,
like
I'm talking about like on the joints, the pins on like on the knees.
Oh! I didn't have that.
Yeah, because like I have a black gi figure, and then all of a sudden the black pin that was there, like the paint on it falls off, and now there's a big white spot.
Oh shit! No, I didn't have that. I didn't have that with mine. Damn, that sucks.
Actually, for all 4 of them that I opened up had the same issue.
Damn, I got like 10, I think. And I didn't have to paint. The bigger thing for me was the art, like just posing them around. I was trying to like send them pictures, and I was like, fuck, I feel limited because I can't hit like. I think every toy should have butterflies in 2025. Every single toy should have butterfly joints. Everything. So that always hurts for me a little bit. I'm like, fuck, like instantly I can't do like 40 poses that just look more natural. Like drop down hips, butterflies, drop down shoulders. You could just make it look natural, and so it's a little stiff without them. Like, you know.
No, I get what you're saying, and I mean, my biggest issue was, I mean, I didn't mind the favorite part was the head scans. The worst part was the paint apps, to be honest. In my
paint apps sucks. That sucks that they were falling off. Mine did not do that, luckily.
Maybe it's the humidity in North Carolina. I have no idea. We talked about what line. Which line do you think is overrated?
I think Mondo is overrated. Definitely.
I was gonna say minus Mondo and Super 7.
Yeah, definitely. I think really like Mondo for sure. Like people get so glazed over it, and like the He-Man stuff is cool and all, but like I don't know. I just feel like I think the Mattel He-Man line is great. I think it's a great price point. You get great accessories, but like the price that they're charging for the Marvel and He-Man stuff to me is just outrageous. It's like, dude, it's not that good. Like I don't know. Yeah, definitely Mondo.
Do you own any of the Mondo figures? Have you played with them?
No, but I've handled them. I've played with them. I've handled them, and I've always felt like it's cool, but like they're so limited too. And I feel like Hot Toys is super limited. Like again, if I had like a museum of a house and just had thousands of them on the wall, it would look cool to walk by. But like the fact that like they break so easily, I see there's countless videos online, people snapping their Hot Toys in. They're so clothed. You can't just like fix that easily. It's like a done piece, and they have replacement bodies for the Hot Toys or whatever. But like, I don't know. I think 12-inch lines in general are just like outdated. I feel like 6-inch is like the true scale at this point. Like I love 6-inch shit.
I mean, I do too. That's most. I mean, I own about like 20 Hot Toys. They're like I don't have the space to show them off, so they just sit in my closet.
Yeah.
Right now. But I mean, I love the Hot Toys that I have. They're amazing looking figures.
Totally.
Like you said, they are limited in some articulation, but at the same time, you also don't want to articulate them in certain poses because it's going to ruin the fabric. Or there's a lot of maintenance when it comes to Hot Toys.
Yeah,
like
I hate
people
that.
use oils or a special type of wipes to clean them to make sure that the leather doesn't mess up and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that with even Mezco. Like I don't buy all the Mezcos because they'll have that cheap pleather material, or I'm like, this is going to be destroyed in 6 months just idly casting, 2 months. Where you live? Yeah. What was the 2 for?
Oh no, I was just saying peace to Stu for lunch. He was to jump in and say hi. Let's see.
Sometimes the Mezco stuff. Does anybody complain about? Do they have issues with their cloth materials on their stuff?
Mezco? Oh yeah, 100%.
Totally. Especially in a humid area like Florida, North Carolina, those are getting torn in 2 months, man. 2 months. Like the pleather.
Yeah, the pleather stuff, like Blade. Blade is one of like the more expensive figures, and his leather jacket is starting to like swipe away. And again, the same wipes that people use on Hot Toys, people use on Mezcos.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
People have talked about what's his name, Diabolique. I have 2 of those Diaboliques that I've never opened up yet. They're brand new in box, and people said that like the leather will start tearing up on them. Daredevil had the same issue as well.
Yep.
I just can't get over they look like Migos. Some of them. Everybody, a lot of people talked about the Doc Ock, and I was looking for a Doc Ock, and I was looking at that. I'm like, it just looks like a Migo. It doesn't look that cool. Like, but then the Marvel Legends don't look that great either. So I'm like, what? I need a good Doc Ock.
I totally agree. I feel like that whole Spider-Man line from Mezco just looks okay. I think there's something to it about that like cutesy, cartoony, animated-y look, but I feel like they missed the mark with them. Like the Green Goblin. Like that said, if they were hyper articulated and looked like that, I could maybe justify it more. But like they're very limited. They're very goofy looking. They don't fit. I also like when toys, like you said, Valverse, you can blend with other toy lines. Yeah. Certain toys just look so different from others. Like it's hard to use Mezco with Legends to me. I don't think it like fits my eyes well. I get caught up on those things. Like I think, totally. I think those specifically Mezco look so specific. They're just like unique in their own design and don't blend well with others.
But it's like the comic book stuff, right? That they're doing, right? Like if you did Rumble Society, that could kind of fit in with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm picky. I'm picky for sure.
Well, in the sense of like this, right? So I was showing this off earlier on one of my top 5 purchases I did in 2025. The Doc Knock, the new one.
Oh, you got that one? God dang it! I'm jealous.
FOMO.
That's a FOMO. That's a FOMO.
Got you with 2. You need to get that NR Batman just rubbing in Abby's face.
See, I don't have the NR Batman yet.
Right.
But like, so I was showing that off, and I had it opened up, right? I was like, this Doc Knock can fit into a lot of different worlds.
He
Like,
can.
he looks like a villain from like a DC or a Marvel. He'd easily pass for a villain, and he just kind of fit in different realms, and I like that about
That can, but I'm saying specifically the Spider-Man Mezco can't.
Right.
But I agree. Like I'll use the Army Builder skulls, even the pink skulls, and like
Yeah.
I love that Doc Knock, man. I was like so lucky. That was one of the ones Mezco hit me up, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna send you something," and I was like, "Ooh, what's it gonna be?" And I was so excited. That came to my doorstep. I had no idea what the hell it was, and I was like, oh, "I got the old one, not the all black. I have not the new one, but not the black one."
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
this is the new one, not the black one. I didn't get the black one.
Oh, okay. I have that one too. Yeah, I did the pre-release for that one. It's so nice, dude. It's such a nice fig.
Yeah, no, I don't have the shadow one just because it was sold out every single day at
I know.
every single day. Yeah,
People are selling for $500. I'm like, fuck you. You suck.
exactly. I did pick up the Agent Gomez though as well, and then I also
Nice.
got the red suited Nightwing. From
Oh,
SHF.
nice. He looked
Yeah.
great too. He looked great.
Yeah, he looked awesome. Every time I saw it, I was like, damn it. I want the blue one, but I'll buy the red one too. Might as well
Yeah.
at this point. But again, I was happy with the purchase. I haven't played with it yet. That's next on the list. Now, quality control, right? We were just talking about my issues with that Zujitsu. What are some of the figures you've had to deal with QC issues recently?
QC issues. Dang, that's hard. I feel like I haven't really had like tons of QC issues with toys, like in a long period of
To
time.
be fair, you also mod the hell out of your insides of every single toy you own.
That's true. That's true. That is true. I'm trying to think. Yo, do you mind if I run to the bathroom really quick? I'm just like,
Yeah,
dying.
go for it.
One sec.
I actually kind of have to go to the bathroom too, but I'll wait till you get back.
Oh, you can't leave me by myself. No, you can do it. I'll take this shit over.
It's all about me.
No, what we'll do though, because I still want to finish the top 5, and we'll talk.
Yeah,
about
we can
the
do that
honorable
in members only.
mentions. We'll do that in members only. Yeah, 100%. No, that'll be fun. No, this is good. It's fun so far. But how you doing, man? You good?
Doing all right. Yeah. So you got plans on getting an art Batman, or are you still?
Dude,
working on-
honestly, after
Indeed.
Mezco, I don't know if I want one now.
Right.
The Mezco one looked really nice, and I went ahead and PO'd it. So it's just like, I like the in-art Batman. Don't get me wrong, I like it a lot. It's just it's smaller.
Yeah.
It's a lot smaller. And then like this was something I was going to talk about in members only, but I could kind of bring it. The amount of Batman figures I own,
Is
it's
it a
almost
lot?
like it's kind of like borderline insane. Like I have, out of all the different characters, like, and we're not even talking McFarlane. Like if I just take McFarlane out, like I probably have a 14 or 15 McFarlane Batman figures. But if you just take that out, I have a lot of Batman figures. Like
Are
all
you
the
that big of a
Mezcos.
Batman fan?
I mean, apparently, I was just thinking about this earlier. I was like, so I just ordered another Batman figure, like the Mezco, and I
Right.
was like, shit, I probably have about 15 to 20 like higher end Batman figures.
So
That's
you
a
have-
lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah, and I was just like, do I need the in art one? Especially after Mezco's announcement, I was like, because I'm definitely buying that Heath Ledger Joker when they show it. That looks so good. I like the way it looked at SDCC. So I was like,
Didn't their Catwoman, that Anne Hathaway Catwoman, didn't they have that there as well? Or they've shown it off somewhere?
that was in art.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in art, and I'm gonna definitely get that too. But it's gonna be a smaller scale because that Batman was a smaller scale for sure.
Right.
Well, if you're gonna get the Catwoman smaller scale, you kind of gotta get the inner.
I knowing me, I will probably end up buying it anyway.
I know. Like, this is Obby's break month, he's not buying as many figures. He's already like 6 figures first weekend.
That's
And I'm probably low. It's probably more than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, and the funny thing is, I'm going out to lunch tomorrow with some of my toy group buddies, and one of them is bringing the 4-pack for Mythic Legions, the skeletons. So I already committed. I was like, "Hey, I want this. Can you bring it?" They were like, "Yeah." and he's my Mythic Legions hookup. So I was like, done. And I was like, well, shit, there's more figures right there.
Yep.
It's a process, dude. It's like almost every other day there's a new toy coming in, and I buy on Amazon a lot, so I somehow went down the road of Mafex, and there's another Mafex showing up tomorrow, and I don't really
Which
do
one?
Mafex. I got Rescue.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a crazy buy.
Is it not? Is it not good?
I don't know. I mean, shit. That's like buying a fig to buy a fig to me. That one's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I like, so I have an entire shelf dedicated to Iron Man from the movies. Like I have it's mostly SHF. Because I really like the SHF suits, and then I have like the non-licensed one of ZD Toys, which I really like too. They're like the knockoffs of the 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
And they look really good too, and I really like those. But I figured, like, I have a SHF Rescue. I recently bought a Hot Toys Rescue.
Okay, that's what I thought. You bought the Hot Toys. I didn't know you bought a Mafex as well. Jesus.
Now I just got the Mafex one, so I was just like, all right. Well, I got all three of them now.
Hey guys, I'm taking a break this month.
Don't judge me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that one.
The good thing is,
no.
Amazon has a really good return policy. So
stick a box of rocks in and ship it back. Like, someone put rocks in here, dude.
Oh, I hate people who do that shit, and they do it a lot too at Amazon. I stopped buying like, what's it called, like returned or used, just because most of the time it was a different figure, or
like was it that Maximum Spider-Man people are ordering it? And it's like the Renew Your Vows or whatever old Spider-Man that somebody's thrown back in the box.
that's horrible.
So dirty.
That's dirty.
Yeah, that's really dirty. So I don't do that at all. Like it just bugs the crap out of me. I mean, I'll return something.
Not.
Yeah, I'll return
That's scumbag
something
things.
easily. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it's broken, I'm gonna bitch and I'm gonna get a refund immediately. But if shipping it back with some other figure is insane.
Yeah,
That's
if you
crazy
swap it.
work.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, we're like, it's just the amount of Batmans. It was just insane. Like, I probably have like 4 or 5 Mezco Batmans.
Ooh, yeah, they're nice though.
That
Oh,
is
they're
the
all
only one
great.
I have, so I think I'm good with that one. I don't need any other.
See, that's what I'm like. Quite like, I don't know if I want it yet. We'll see.
The Batman Beyond Rebel Tech is insane. It's amazing.
Batman Beyond. See, Revel Tech. I don't know any figures. I've never handled it, so it's like always a big question mark. I've seen them; they look good. I've seen the Catwoman. I think the Amazing Yamaguchi Catwoman,
Yep, it's good too.
and that looked really cool. And I was like, I kind of want this, but I don't, because I don't do Revel Tech. But when they announced Street Fighter, I bought all of them. I pre-ordered all of them. I was like, because I do Street Fighter everything. So I picked those up immediately, and I was like, I can't wait to get those in. And then I'll watch tutorial videos on how to articulate those damn things. Because I have a strong hand. I've broken a lot of expensive figures.
Oh, really? You're one of those Hulk hands?
I've broken Mezcos. I've broken Hot Toys. I've broken a lot.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That
so I'm
sucks.
always afraid sometimes. Always. But yeah. Enough about me. Let's go back to you. Excuse me. What is excuse me again. What is your biggest unpopular opinion in the collecting world?
Let me see. Biggest unpopular opinion?
Mm-hmm.
That's so hard, dude. Biggest unpopular. Give me an example. What's yours? What do you guys think? Give me context.
Damn. I didn't even think about it in my perspective. I would say I don't mind Super 7 all that much.
Oh, so you're crazy. I got it. Okay.
man.
Okay, you're crazy. You had me fooled there, bud, until you said Rescue and Super 7. Okay. You almost made it through.
No, I did also say I'm a big fan of movie figures. Did you just take yourself out by accident?
Yeah, I don't want to be part of this.
No, so like Super 7, right? So yes, the figures are not that great, and it was interesting to watch his panel at SCCC where he said it made me want to ask him more questions, but I didn't, because there was a lot of he went into a conversation with this one girl who asked a question, and they just went back and forth for like 20 minutes. But he made a comment during the panel that he said, "I make toys that I like versus toys that what people want me to make," and I found that a very strange comment.
And you support the piece of shit. Okay, I see how you roll.
No, I don't. I don't buy Super 7. I probably
Understand.
own like 2, I think at most. And the last one I bought was the Mars Attack one. That's more nostalgic for me because I actually like
Yeah.
that movie. And honestly, they made the best Mars Attacks figures
Yeah.
out of what it's out there today. So, but again, like people, Super 7 has a following. They have a world, so I don't mind them. I don't like them. I don't really buy them. I don't really go near them, to be honest with you. When I had my toy store, I couldn't sell them. So I just gave them away, or essentially I got rid of them at a discounted price, like really discounted, like $10 each.
Damn. You had
And
a toy
that
store?
It was like an online thing. I had a partnership
Oh, okay.
with some people. It didn't work out because we are all working on our own stuff, and obviously we didn't focus on the main business. So,
Gotcha.
I was a big fan of the Sunbow GI Joe cartoon, and I wanted to like
be right back.
those Super 7 Ultimates, but it's like the price point, and then once you started seeing reviews, and I'm like, oh, okay, cancel.
Yeah.
That
That's
I didn't-
$55, dude. $55, I think.
Yep.
That's insane. Yeah, and they have like single jointed arms.
Yeah. That's what blew my mind. I'm like, how in 2025, 2024, whenever those first came out, you don't have single or double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. Blew my mind.
And like Snake Eyes, like GI Joes are like cartoon characters sometimes too, so they like have to be crazy. Oh, you know what? I think something that like I don't know if it's a pet peeve, but like or unpopular opinion, but like something that like I think should be normalized is we need a toy company to do Star Wars Clone Wars accurately. Like I want to see the boxy, lanky look that can pose like Spider-Man, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Ahsoka, doing crazy articulation. Like no one has done that yet, and I want Sentinel to do it because I think of the Spider-Man toy. But I just think like that's something that like I don't understand. Like we don't really have Mafex Luke Skywalker is good, but we don't really have, to me, like good Star Wars toys yet. I just don't think there are like good ones.
And you mean to mimic the animation from the Clone Wars show,
Correct.
right?
I want that aesthetic. Like
Right.
Legends will say, or the Hasbro line will say like Clone Wars cartoon, and it is not. It looks like a normal version, just like a little bit more cartoony, but I want like the square jaw bearded, like looking unique, like Obi-Wan. Yeah.
I thought they did make a square jawed one like that.
Not really.
No, not like. No, I think it's all bullshit. I think they like have to do like a Sentinel, like a different toy company comes in and they like, because honestly, the Blockies launch of Star Wars almost had that look of the Stormtrooper in the picture. I was like, oh, it kind of has that lankier. The Clone Wars are like lanky. They're like thin and like kind of lanky, and they pose a lot. Like I want that.
Yeah.
No one is. They're all repurposing old Hasbro toys. Hasbro is their older models and just slight tweaks. So, like I want a totally new, gutted out remodel.
I think that's just too much of a different direction, and Hasbro is afraid to do something like that because even if you look at their so one of the examples is their Transformers line, they'll try to do like animated or like whatever like cartoon, but they'll call it it's generationized or it's like and they make it like what they're building already, so it's not so it's like their own little in-world look, but it might be that character from that specific animation, but it doesn't look like it comes from that animation.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about Star Wars. That exact concept, yes.
I just think they're trying to be safe because they're
Yeah.
afraid it won't sell. What'll
a good
be
point.
interesting is if how well the 2012 NECA Turtles start selling, because if those mimic the animation and they sell well, maybe that could greenlight Hasbro into trying to do that with the Star Wars stuff and make it look like that Clone Wars animation.
That'd be cool.
Because those were kind of stylized.
I think a lot of it has to do with also like if Disney Plus was doing good stuff. Like remember when Mandalorian season 1 came out? It was like people were roaring over that. It was insane. Around that time is when I was getting rid of a lot of my Star Wars stuff, like for like the third time. And dude, I took it to. We have a lot of. I told you, big community here, so we have a lot of like toy shows or like local toy events. So there's a group down here called NC Underground Toy Swap, and every month there's a show where you could buy, sell, trade, all that stuff, and they set up in the parking lots at different toy stores around the state. Cool. During that time, I remember, oh my god, I think I made like $2,000 from like a 2-hour show, and I was getting rid of Star Wars, and that was insane. The amount of Star Wars, it was just hot. Star Wars was just so hot because of the show, and they just need to come out with another good show that just pops.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I think there's still a good fan base for that Clone Wars stuff, and they're just afraid. They're afraid to do it.
I mean, Clone Wars. I mean, I see. Like, I collect Black Series. Right? That's always been one of my things. I always went back to it. I finally realized I shouldn't sell it anymore. Keep it because I will always get back into Star Wars. So I kept it, and now it's like nicely displayed. I have 2 bookshelves in that room I was talking about earlier. There's 2 bookshelves of Imperial. I do the Imperial. I don't do Clone at all because it's too much. So I have a giant Imperial army that I have, and then the other side is like Rebels and other from like the original trilogies. Yeah, and then even like the Mandalorian like TV show, but that's all Imperial based.
This guy was pretty cool too. I thought this Chewie came out really well because the arms on him are like this is a single joint, but this is when I don't mind single joint. That is such a good single joint.
When they go past 90, yeah, that's almost like a double joint right there.
That's as good as, if not better than, a lot of the double joint lines. Same with the legs here, like single joint, but like, dude, that's crazy. Like that's so good. And like I feel like that's what they're doing with the Wolverine. And I will say there's something to it of not having it all broken up with the joint in between forearm and shoulder. And when they have it just a really well done single joint, that goes a long way with me, and I'm open to that. Versus like this looks like a joint inside, and the biceps are so big it like can't get like crazy. So I don't know. I feel like some of the new Star Wars stuff, like we were saying, like they really have come a long way. Because I too have gotten I had a bunch of Black Series, sold them all. Went to the 3.75 inch, sold them all. Now I have Black Series, like newer ones, and I very much cherry pick. I just got Star Killer. I modded the shit out of him, but they're not bad.
See, I don't have Star Killer yet. I need to go to GameStop and find him.
Oh yeah, he's there. He's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a GameStop exclusive, or just a fan channel one?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I don't really buy Star Wars like that. Like I just find them in stores, or I'll buy them on Amazon.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, I enjoy army building. I mean, that's one of the biggest things I like to show off in my displays. So like we're talking about, like I have a Shadowloo display. We're talking about Valorverse that could fit in anything. So Shadowloo is M. Bison's group from Street Fighter.
Okay.
So back here, I have about like 30 to 35 of the Crimson. It was the Crimson Troopers, what I'm going to call them. And he had a different name, but it's like the black and red colored. Huh?
Was it Crimson Shadow?
Yeah, Crimson Shadow Trooper or something like that.
That's crazy.
But it's just to fill out that red and black color was what I was going with, and then I ended up getting like a Robo Skull to kind of match it in there too.
That's a crazy army build, bro. 35.
Yeah, like about 35. I mean, dude, stormtroopers and like all the different styles of stormtroopers and like the Mandalorian stormtroopers, the Imperial Mandalorians, or whatever you want to call them. There's probably about 50 to 60 of those just sitting around in the shelves. Yeah, I like building armies. It just looks really cool.
I get it. Oh yeah, I do.
You got the officers, and then you got all the, I call them stormies, right? They're all just hanging out and protecting, So I really enjoy that. It just looks really cool together.
Yeah, totally. No, I have a bunch of Ultrons and GI Joes, army built like 10 or 12 Ultrons, and like probably like 30. I probably have like 30 over the point of Cobra people, like Cobra troopers, not like the Vipers, just all like the classic Trooper and Cobra Island troopers, just mixed in as like battalion leaders, and then kit bash parts for like super leaders, and like I don't paint a lot, but I'll like paint maybe a piece of it. Yeah, exactly, those ones. Yeah, a bunch of those, a whole box, and the Vipers. I have like 8 or 9 Vipers too.
See, I had about 25 of those. Afflicted Studios, who was in the chat earlier, he bought most of my G.I. Joe classified stuff. So They went to a better home.
Good.
Cool Ray, thank you very much for the $10 super chat and no comment. So thank you very much, Cool Ray. I really appreciate that. I'm going to play a video for you too.
He's too cool for the comment.
He's too cool. Let's go.
All right, thanks, Cool Ray. Here's a video.
Would you look at that? A super chat. But let's keep it going. I like the energy. Let's keep it up.
Thanks, Cool Ray. And yep, Afflicted, there he is right there. Yes, I did. Yes, you did. And I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Let me know if you need some McFarlanes.
You're like, that was the day it came up on $2,000 at the toy shop. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that was not. But no, he definitely helped me a lot because that was right before I went to Comic-Con. So
perfect.
like,
a little
and
cash loot right for the Comic-Con.
Exactly. So it was good timing. That's for sure. All right. So I have some more questions for you. I don't want to keep you too long because you've already been on for 2 hours.
Thank you.
YouTube. Let's jump over to YouTube. You have a YouTube channel, Plays with Plastic. You do a lot of videos and it looks like some lives as well.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to get on YouTube?
My wife had been suggesting it for a while. I want to run like a show like this, like a monthly segment here shortly. I want to do something. So it was kind of always in the back burner, and I wanted to build a channel, and it felt intimidating because my Instagram, it took me so long to curate, and I was like, I'll never get big on there. And it's kind of like I had a lucky moment in time, man. I posted one reel and it hit like 27 million plays, and that reel alone got me like that reel alone got me like 55,000 of my followers. So I basically only have like 61,000. So I've only had like 7,000 organically, but it's been nice though. So now I'll do like lives, and I feel like the YouTube reach is bigger than Instagram for me a lot of the time, where I'll go live and I'll have like a couple thousand and I'm like, holy shit, like it's crazy. And yeah, so I think it has a wider audience. I think Instagram is more niche and curated over time, whereas YouTube hits like the masses. So I really like doing like lives on there and tutorial stuff. I feel like I get a different fan base, and I don't really cross-pollinate. Like besides this, not many people even know I have a YouTube, or vice versa, because there's not like
they don't click enough buttons. People don't click enough buttons. It's all it's on your Instagram. It's there. I saw the link there.
Yeah, but I don't usually like go to my YouTube and like my video. I usually, because I want them to like it on there, and a lot of the time I'll film on the phone and then post the same video. And there are really two different like networks. And also, you guys know how it is. You can post the same video 10 times and your own following will see it maybe 1 of 10. Like Instagram and these algorithms really make it like people will be like, dude, I haven't even seen you post in a month. And I'm like, oh, I've been posting 3 times a day. That's crazy. So it's like, you know, but yeah, I just always wanted to do YouTube in some capacity. Also, YouTube pays you, which is kind of cool. So I like that. On YouTube, I actually get money. Instagram doesn't really pay you as a creator much. It's very, very little. YouTube, you actually make more money. Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Yep. Well, as many ads as they throw on videos, they better start paying some of you guys. I listen to a lot of long form stuff, and I'll be driving to work, and you know it's like a 30-minute drive, and it's like 5 minutes ad, 5 minutes
100%,
ad.
dude. Yep.
That's because most of the time the videos that you're watching, the person who put it out there put mid-roll ads in there.
Yeah.
And you could actually control the frequency of the ads too.
Was it?
Oh, you can?
The YouTube subscription, you can circumvent ads.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you pay for premium, you can kill all the ads. I just always hit monetize after I post. I didn't even know I could change the frequency.
No, so
That's
like during the live right now, I recently discovered this. You could go into the live view in the studio. That way you could actually click, like you could look at the chat. Like StreamYard doesn't give you, like I use StreamYard to go on YouTube for the lives. And if someone does like a membership donation or something, StreamYard will not give you those names. You have to go on YouTube and look. So, and then being able to control the chat, if someone makes a weird comment or you want to get rid of it, I could do it from the studio.
Have you ever gotten any weird comments on here? Have anyone ever said anything?
Did you see LP talking about sticking figures up his butt?
Oh yeah, that's welcome here, right? We're all a toy up our butt. No, just kidding.
I mean, we just talk a lot of weird shit on the show sometimes, so it does happen a lot. Unfortunately, I mean, we've had discussions about anal beads once with the Kanan. I remember that.
Wow, that is.
But that is the Kanan. That's true. That is the Kanan.
That's chill though. That's chill. That's chill weird.
I mean, the rule of thumb is like my kids are not allowed to watch anyway, so
Oh, okay. Well, there you
yeah.
It's not like you've got any Russian bots trying to sell sex or something like that. That was pretty bad at one point on YouTube.
go.
I
Really?
remember just seeing that like crazy on certain
Ooh.
people's lives.
What happened?
It was like Russian bots trying to put. Yeah, it was.
Interesting.
The,
Okay.
the
Wow.
name, it had the Russian text in the name and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So jumping back to YouTube, how do you decide which figures or lines to feature next?
I honestly just do it by what I get. I have like a strict rule that one of the ones I do follow is like I don't pose or shoot toys unless I make the content with it. So I don't, and also I don't let things sit in boxes. I will stay up late that night and I'll open up. If I get a big bad toy store dump and I'll get 10 toys at once, my night is like one after another, unboxing, modding, and it'll take hours. And then I'm like, cool, the content's made. I save it, draft it, edit it at bed at night. My wife's sleeping. I'm just like in bed right beside her, just doing it. I have it all done and organized. So I'm like, cool, now I can shoot these toys comfortably, play with them, and I don't feel guilt. And the longer they sit in my thing, the more pictures I have. So then I'll edit the reel or the video at the end and have more post pictures. So if you're ever seeing no pictures at the end, it's because I was in like a session. If you see pictures, that means I probably filmed it days prior, or I loved the toy and went like, I need to go right into pics. It's just too fire. But yeah, that's kind of like my thing. So it's really like what comes, yeah, so that's kind of how I do it.
Got you. Okay. So what do you use to edit your videos on for YouTube?
What was that?
What do you use to edit your videos for YouTube?
I don't. I just post.
Just
No
post?
edits. Yep, just post. Zero edits.
All right. What challenges have you faced as a toy content creator for YouTube?
I think feeling redundant with the stuff, and having to get out of my own way because like I feel like I've done like unboxing specifically. I'm like I've done this so many times. Everyone knows, but then I always have to think. Then you see that comment when someone goes, "Hey man, I'm 12 and I was on the fence about that. This was awesome," and you're like, "Oh, people actually do like this." You're like, "Cool." Or you see a toy company going, "Hey man, I wish I had people like that doing this for my toys. Could I send you some stuff?" And you're like, "Oh." So like I always have to forget, like I'm not always making content for myself, and it's like I play music too. Not every song you write is like a deep cut. Sometimes it's for like the people because it sounds cool or it fits some type of need that people want. And so like I think that's like the biggest thing with making content. I feel like I'm like sometimes I like say like yeah, I'm a sellout. I've played out, and like I have to some extent, and like but then if you're like a fan, there's deep cuts in between where like I posted an Andrew Garfield picture, Spider-Man with Toby, and like that took me like 45 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like that was hard. That was like all the things, and like they're not
picture.
Thank you. Those aren't everyday pictures for me, but in between, it's like, all right, I'm gonna do one that I'm like proud of, and like I was proud of that one. It took a fucking while to set up those crates and to have it all suspended in the lighting, but yeah, I feel like that's kind of like my thing with YouTube or any of the media platforms. I'm like, everyone's seen this before. Like I feel redundant, but new people see it every time.
I mean, again, you're not catering just to the old market, but you're catering to the new one. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Somebody's first.
Yep.
Do you script your reviews, or you just kind of go
No.
off?
I work in sales. I'm very much like a freestyler. Like I don't plan anything ever. I do way better just doing it.
Got you.
Yep.
Okay.
I get that.
And then I guess the final question here: what advice would you give someone who is aspiring to create their own YouTube journey with action figures?
Yeah, I would say to someone new starting off, have goals in mind. Like, what is the purpose of this? Do you want to just be famous in your own right? Do you want to get free toys? Do you want to make content that pivots out of toys and other things? Because like I've heard all of those on here. And then I would say like, fucking do it. Like, don't stop. Just continue to post and post frequently. You have to. Of course, it's a fun, creative space, but if you want to have, in my experience in life, if you want to have success in anything, you have to work really fucking hard. And like, although this is playing with toys, it is hard. There's so many nights I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I have family events, I have things, and like, I don't really drink, so I have the energy to come home and do this. Like, I prioritize this. It's a huge priority. I don't feel, it's almost like going to the gym for me. I'm a huge gym guy. And if I don't prioritize that, I feel weird. And if I don't do this, I feel weird. So like, really just keep shooting and keep paying attention to what you're doing. And like another goal is I want to make the content that I like. I felt like for so long my content wasn't up to my own standard, and not all the time it even is now. I'm not saying that that hasn't come yet for me, but that's like a goal I have. I can't wait till one day I'm posting in every picture I'm like, damn, that's mine. There are pictures where I'm like, dude, that was mine. That's awesome. But like, I want that feeling all the fucking time, and I just want to keep getting better. So for new people starting out, like, make the content that you want to see, because it's hard, and just keep shooting. Just keep shooting pictures. Keep practicing.
Super 7 said the same thing about their toys too.
Oh yeah, Super 7 can fucking fuck off, dude.
Avi, keep bringing Super 7 up. What the deal, man?
He has a T-shirt. It's just like a big 7. You're just like, sorry, Gomez, you just lost the sponsorship, bud. Sorry, we were so close. We had all these shitty figures to send you, dude.
No, I mean, again, I just, it's funny because you said keep making content that you want to make, right? Like, that you want to. But that's what Super 7 said. That was the same quote. Like, I make figures that I want to make and not what other people want.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah. I guess that I want to see. Like, yeah, I think, too, like, there's certain characters, like, and like, you see my page, like, and there's like a level of it. Like, I shoot so much Spider-Man. Spider-Man's one of my favorite, but also Spider-Man gets the most likes. People love Spider-Man. Like, they love him.
Batman,
like,
Spider-Man are the two like tops.
See, for me, Batman doesn't do so well. For me, the secret to Instagram, if you're trying to grow a page or platform, it's Spider-Man, Captain America, and Deadpool. Those three, and if you do hand picks, if you do short format reels, like 15 seconds or below, hand picks, posing, unboxings, modding, those characters go viral every time for me. Every time. And for most of the pages. And hand picks in the beginning or vanilla, like, it's sickening. I'll spend 2 hours making a photo, get 600 likes, 1,000 likes. I'll set a toy like this, unpost, take a picture unedited, and post it right to it as a test sometimes, as like a litmus test, 4,000. I'm like, no fucking way. Like, no fucking way. And it's so it doesn't even have to be this max effort thing. That's more for me and like the deeper followers that are like, oh, dude, that's cool. But for most people, this is what they want to see. Boom, click, done. This is what the 10-year-old who's like, Mom, buy me this toy at Target. That's what they relate to, And so that's important to keep in mind and to have that blend. But I'm at a point now where, like, I want my tiles on Instagram to look a certain way. I want them for myself, like, and like, not to be like Super 7, but yeah, it's like, it's for me at that point. Like, I want to be proud of my own page because, like, I like to show it to people sometimes and be like, it all looks good. I'm like, dude, I'm proud of that. Like, it took a long time to curate that color, that light ratio. Like, that's my style. Like, I feel like I have a style at this point where I know it's an Agent Gomez pick. I'm like, oh, that's mine. Cool. Like, I can tell, like, in a lineup, what's my picture because it's curated. But yeah.
That's awesome. I have no more questions, man. Again, I appreciate you jumping on and being a guest. This was a lot of fun.
It's a great time hanging out with you guys.
Shout out anything before you jump?
No, I think thank you for sharing my links, guys. If you don't follow them, if you guys could use my Big Bad, whoever's watching, use my Big Bad Toy Store link and my Bomboosby store. It really helps out. It goes a long way with me. I'm able to create more content for you guys and mod more toys, kit bash things, paint them up. It really helps tremendously. It allows me to do this, or I wouldn't be able to do it the way I do, for sure.
Yep. Talib?
What? You want me to promote some stuff?
I mean, if you want to. I mean, I always ask you.
Yeah, you can just go check me out. Talib 1980 Collects. I hit 800 subscribers.
Woo! Let's go.
So I'm getting like 100 a month.
That's huge. That's a good amount. That's good.
That is huge.
Yep. So yeah, you can look me up. I had a new review hit today. The 2-pack, the Night Force Classified Quick Kick and Beachhead 2-pack. I have reviews on Tuesday. I have a show on Figure Fight Club on Mondays, Transformers related. It's called Decepticast every Monday at 10:15, and then I'm on here on Tuesdays for open mic night and Friday nights like tonight. Also on Instagram, TikTok, X. Got my own Facebook page, all the same name, Talib1980_collects.
Hell yeah, man. Awesome.
That's a lot. Again, thank you very much to the chat, and you guys are awesome. Next week, we're going to be joined by a different VIP. I'm going to play the video for you guys to look at.
Gather around, any drink will do, and Figure Fight Club.
So next week we have 1/6 shooter who's going to be on. So it'll be fun to talk to Trevor a little bit on a lot of the different things. I've been connected with Trevor for a little while now. We've talked at a lot of different conventions we've met at. So it'll be fun to have him on.
I'm happy I don't have to follow Trevor because Trevor is like insanely good. I'm happy I got to like warm him up for Trevor because he's dude, really fun. Quick story: we were at Comic-Con and he's from New York and he's like, you know, and so he's just a New Yorker and like we were waiting for Fantastic Four for this. We ordered food and we ordered a hot dog. And he ordered a hot dog and he's like waiting and they were the young kids working, idiots at the movie theater, and he just starts losing. He's like, "Where's the fucking hot dog? Microwave it, 30 seconds, it's a hot dog." And like it was just, I was dying. He was really cool. I got to meet him in person. He was like so much cooler than I could have imagined. Really, really fucking cool guy. Really cool dude. He's a great guy. I can't wait I'm gonna watch his interview next week. I'll be here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, no, he's a really nice guy. We've I've known him for a while. We've met at different conventions, mostly Legion's Con. And then, seeing him at different, like I met him at Comic-Con and then met him Toylanta as well. So it was fun chatting with him. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So looking forward to Trevor being on. And then for the members, we're going to do a members only right after this. Guys, so just stay tuned. Give us like 10 minutes, a little potty break and, refill break time. And then we'll jump back on. And we're doing a giveaway on members only tonight too. So stay tuned, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Again, Agent Gomez, thank you very much, man, for being on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
This was a
lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me. It was really fun.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Nice to you too.
Peace out, guys. We'll see you on members only.
Yeah.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just to see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.